That's right.
No, I'm not. And you're not going to come in here demanding money from me.
Customers usually go through several stages when they hear that their item's not as valuable as they thought. The first is disbelief, followed by denial, anger, and even assault. In this video, we see a woman who assaults a security guard. Another insults and body shames Ashley, and one almost takes a swing at Les. The thing all these people have in common is that they were shocked at the real value of their item.
She's lucky my security staff didn't beat her.
A customer eager to test the bike's functionality pushed to take it for a spin right inside the store.
Horsepower I got?
A lot. 600 cc's, my man.
Seth, smelling something fishy, hesitates but agrees to check it outside. The customer, though, pushes to ride it down the road, making Seth suspicious of his motives. It's just pretty wild.
I want to see what it's got. Can I get the keys? I want to see if it starts.
I'm not turning it on in here, but if you want, we can take it outside.
Now, it's clear that this customer might have some sketchy plans. Seth, playing it smart, doesn't let the guy take control of the bike. Faith in a person he just met.
You can't let me take the bike down the road.
Now, the customer, thinking that he's all tough, brings in a friend, calling him his dog, trying to challenge Seth's authority.
Let's try it out. Who's this guy?
That's my dog.
That's your dog?
That's my dog.
But guess what? Seth's got backup. Byron and the crew. Byron is known for his muscles ready to keep the peace. The customer, yeah, feeling overconfident, tries to provoke Byron, but it backfires big time. Byron takes charge and kicks him out.
Understand?
Why? You got somebody that's gonna stop me?
Byron.
Come on. Man, I don't need your dog. Come on, dog. You get over here and take care of this light work.
Byron's big presence shows that loud barks don't always mean a big bite. The troublemakers learn the hard way that messing with Byron is a bad idea. Now,
I don't know where from.
It don't matter where I'm from, man.
You stay the out my face. That's all I can tell you.
Show you whose face I'm gonna get in. This your dog, right?
You get up in my face.
Have a nice day.
Out my face.
drama in the store, and Byron's not having any of it.
These mother.
I guess I had a big bark and a big bite, because I pushed both of them out of the...
It's time for a showdown as the customer's all worked up about his busted lounger from the shop and he wants his money back. But surprise, he didn't keep the receipt.
Money back.
Ab lounger I bought here, man, workout. Now, this thing obviously couldn't handle what I was doing on it, so 2 days later, it don't even work.
Let's lay it out. No receipt, no refund. But this customer's not having it. He's all about the money, not interested in an exchange, and things get loud. Security's on standby.
Necessary to keep the receipt.
I don't have a receipt. I didn't think I needed to keep it.
There's nothing I can do for you without a receipt. If you had the receipt, I could give you an exchange, I could give you some...
I don't want an exchange because it's probably going to be some again. How about you just get my money, and then we won't have any more problems with this.
The customer keeps pushing, not caring about security or anything else. He's dead set on getting his money back, even throwing out threats.
I need my money back.
Not gonna do
Yes, you are.
anything.
And like all this
That's
security
great.
standing around or whatever, I don't give a
He's
rat's
not my-
ass about that. There better be some money.
When he sees security, he gets a bit jittery but doesn't back down, demanding even more backup. It's a feral showdown at the pawn shop.
Reaches the point of no return.
Don't touch.
Come on, come on, man, let's go.
Really?
Let's go. Let's go.
I told you last time.
We got you, buddy.
Bring a couple more. Come on.
We got you.
Bring a
Yeah.
few.
The Gold family gets hit with a shocker when they catch their own employee, Christina, in a sneaky scheme. They're all curious about Christina's shady moves. Turns out she's been pulling off a scam right under their noses. During busy times, she's cooking up fake loan tickets, sneaking money from the pawn shop. The family's jaws drop. Total disbelief.
At your merchandise.
Yes. I wrote up the loan. Okay. I wrote it up, but I only did it when we were busy.
So they confront Christina about it, and it's a mess. Her crafty plan makes it tough to figure out how much she stole. The numbers they're throwing around hint at thousands of dollars gone. Money off of them bit by bit.
And so you wrote it up for $350.
Yes.
And what about this piece right here? How much did you give a loan on for?
The Golds are just stunned at their own employees' audacity and cunning moves. Stolen.
Would you wrote up a fake ticket and stole money from us? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Les tries to cut a deal, saying spill the beans and maybe they'll go easy. But Christina's all defiant, giving vague answers and stalling.
How much money do you think you've stolen from American Jewelry?
Would you say it's over $1,000?
I don't understand what that is.
Yes or no?
When the police get involved, it hits them. This is serious stuff. Les gives Christina a last warning, saying once that door opens, her fate is sealed. Even with a chance to cooperate, Christina's not budging, so the Golds have to hand her over to the cops.
You're just stealing from us all alone without any knowledge of anybody else stealing from us, correct? Last chance, because once that door opens and the cops come in here, I have no option.
With the way she had to do their dues.
Okay.
Once again, Chumlee has fallen prey to a sly woman who charmed her way into tricking him. It seems like he never learns his lesson, and Rick is left shaking his head in frustration. Someone in the comment section went all out and said how they thought the comics were not fake, they were just not worth anything. And I personally second that the woman low-key had goodwill and wanted to get rid of the comics. She never said they were masterpieces, so we can't exactly blame anyone here. She might have done it out of pure innocence, or maybe not. But Chum for sure had the ego boost in the form of a sexy lady buying all her stuff and pretending to be a professional at this while his coworker kept asking him to get an expert and get them checked for real value. And if you think $2,000 was a crazy ask, this next person has a book signed by none other than Shoeless Joe Jackson. Shoeless Joe Jackson was a legendary baseball player whose legacy is as captivating as his nickname. He's known for his raw talent on the field and the controversial role he played in the infamous Black Sox scandal, leaving fans wondering if justice was ever truly served. In a stunning turn of events, the owner of the book boldly demanded a jaw-dropping price tag of $30,000.
I'd like to get like $30,000 for the book.
The audacity. But here's where things take an intriguing twist. Are you ready for a mind-blowing fact about Joe Jackson? Brace yourself. Despite his incredible talent on the baseball field, Shoeless Joe Jackson was actually illiterate.
Well, he was illiterate. He could not read. His wife signed everything for him.
Yes, you heard that right. The man couldn't read or write, which makes his signature all the more remarkable and enigmatic. It's as if his illiteracy adds an aura of mystery and intrigue to his autograph, making it a rare gem in the realm of sports.
So this could really be an amazing signature.
You will not find a rare autograph.
Who would have thought that behind the legend of a baseball icon lies a captivating story of a man who conquered the diamond with skill, but never conquered the written word?
But Joe Jackson's signature is so rare and so expensive, I just have to take the gamble before this guy walks out the door with it.
Well, let me tell you the juicy details of this intense negotiation. Rick, being the shrewd businessman that he is, wasn't about to part ways with a whopping $30,000 so easily. He could sense the undeniable value of the book, no doubt about it. After some fierce back and forth, the tensions mounting with every passing moment, a compromise was reached. The dust settled and they agreed on a figure right smack in the middle, $13,000.
I'll go $13,000. I won't go a penny more.
Okay, let's do it.
It was a triumph for Rick, a victory in his quest to strike a deal that satisfied both his business acumen and the book owner's desire for a fair price.
But a once-in-a-lifetime piece like this, I think it's definitely worth the gamble.
The thrill of the negotiation, the dance of the numbers, and the satisfaction of finding common ground. This is what the pawn business is all about. But wait, is it even worth it? What do the experts say about it? Is it yet again a costly blunder?
This signature is real. This is by far one of the craziest things you brought to me.
She did agree the sign looked real to her, but sadly it wasn't, since he was illiterate. The signature is very controversial, and Rick sent the draft to the consensus of the community for approval. What did they say?
During our thorough examination, that prevented us from certifying the autographs, which means it's fake, and Joe's first name has been erased and signed over the original.
And obviously, Grandpa would be sarcastic at such times. Honestly, now more than ever.
Great job.
Talking about being sarcastic,
Chumlee, you're
the fury and indignation towards Chumlee were detectable as everyone could see through his frivolous spending habits. And the tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. A man bought a supposed Gibson mandolin and asked $3,000 for it. Now, it's very clear that such instruments need to be checked by an expert before purchase, not after. But I guess they'd be losing their minds once in a while. Chumlee's expert haggling skills paid off as he managed to secure the item for a mere $1,500, much to the surprise of both the seller and his colleagues at the pawn shop.
15 sounds fair. I can make a profit.
All right, that sounds good. I appreciate it.
His ability to negotiate a great deal is unparalleled, making him a valuable asset to the team. But what does the expert say? Is it a jackpot or a lost cause?
The decal, you can see where it was cut out with some scissors.
Furthermore, he added this.
This is something Gibson never even used. This is fake as hell, man.
Well, obviously the people back at the office had some serious concerns about it.
You paid $1,500 for this? You're gonna give me my $1,500 back one way or the other.
I think this was the last option poor Chum had. I know this last bit is scripted, but it is so fun to watch Chum like that.
Oh, I need some money. Oh, I need some money.
Keep playing the blues, Chumlee.
Thanks, boss.
You got to come up with $1,500, so you're going to be here for a while.
From his, I believe this is the worst thing to do in pawn shop business. Despite being one of the most experienced players in the pawn shop business, even Rick sometimes makes mistakes. It just goes to show that no one is infallible, and mistakes can happen to anyone, no matter how much experience they have. But that's part of the excitement of the business. You never know what surprises each day might bring, and every mistake is a valuable learning opportunity. Joe Sofa Saga. In a pawn shop full of weird and wonderful things, a guy named Joe was on a mission for the perfect SETI. The man was on a tight budget, but his bullishness was as high as his hopes of chancing a hidden treasure among the fine furniture.
Well, here's the deal. I just moved from New Jersey, my wife and I. We just bought a house, and she sent me here. She said, see what you can pick up.
Perfect. Let's find some.
He spotted a couch that looked like it had been through a lot. The man with a hopeful look asked the shopkeeper if they could clean it before he bought it. Little did the man know, this couch had a history. Spills, stains, and all sorts of weird stuff. The shopkeeper, trying not to burst into laughter, convinced the man it was a great deal without mentioning the hidden surprises.
So inexpensive, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, that's nasty.
Not giving up, the man confidently sat on the couch, comparing the dirt on it to his shoes.
I'll tell you what, my shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
With a serious face, he said, I'm pretty sure my shoes are cleaner than this thing. He even tried to make a deal, $200 for the not-so-great couch.
$397.77.
Really? Well, I only got $200.
It was a deal only Joe could find reasonable in the world of craziness. The real laughter started when this man, without thinking much, joked that if the couch were the shopkeeper's daughter, she must be a nasty one. The line between funny and awkward was getting blurry.
We had a reupholster and I gave it to Ashley.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter.
She must be nasty, too.
Out of the blue, a guard, called in by the offended shopkeeper, rushed in like a superhero. Joe was lifted off the couch and thrown out of the store, leaving everyone laughing.
Yeah. Walk out. Walk out, my man.
The pawn shop adventure had ended, but the story of Joe and the not-so-clean couch was sure to be a tale told with giggles and grins for years to come.
Yes, sir.
Someplace else.
That's the dirty D right there, baby.
Comic pawn shop confrontation. Okay, a man is coming towards the shop. Wait, what? Is he coming to have something from the pawn shop? The man asking about her daughter means how creepy it is.
Hello, I need to pick up some stuff for my daughter.
Is it in pawn?
Yes, ma'am.
Laughter begins. Everyone around is intrigued to know what had happened to this man. Oh, another man entered into the argument. Let's see what would happen. Man accusing the shop owners of stealing. How crazy this man is, constantly accusing them of being thieves.
No, I want the stuff.
Yeah, but without the ticket, we can't give it to you.
The man is constantly infuriating them and sees he has come out the carbon. Who knows what will be the end of this nonsense fight? Oh, they're about to have the piercing argument.
I'm here, I want the stuff now. And what's he gonna do?
The man called the guard to throw him out, but see, the man is not in control. He is constantly arguing and challenging them without knowing the fact of the danger he's really in. Oh God, he's challenging the massive guard. The guard stopped him and said, "Don't touch me," but the man was not understanding.
Hey, I ain't scared of him.
Is he serious?
Calling his death to come earlier. The guard, in his fur, sent the man out. The really funny moment for all because the stupid man in his arguments really put him into account.
Hey, you can't get... Hey, I want my stuff. I tell you what, big boy. Hey.
Battle for sanity. Well, 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 folks, take a look at the pawn shop's front yard. It's like a bustling highway out there. The crowd has formed a lane longer than my grandma's stories. And guess what? The sanity levels are off the charts. It's like a contest for who can stay the sanest. Now, hold your horses, because here comes the geniuses. These folks are more interested in the pawn shop than a cat in a laser light show.
Well, he's from California. Look at all these idiots.
They've gathered like it's the grand opening of the pawn shop Olympics. What's the big attraction, you ask? Maybe they're expecting a magic show, or perhaps the pawn shop secretly giving away free wisdom. Or, here's a wild thought, they're gearing up for a full-scale aggression mission against the poor souls inside. Watch out, world, we've got a pawn shop revolution on our hands. Stay tuned, and remember, in the pawn shop chaos, sanity reigns supreme. Good luck, brave souls.
That's not.
Clueless heist hijinks. Well, howdy there, folks. We've got a Lone Ranger in the pawn shop, sipping on his secret drink like he's the king of mystery. Little does he know, he's the star of a hidden camera show. Talk about being clueless and camera shy. Hold your horses. Looks like our man might be plotting some grand heist, doing his best Sherlock impression. He's scouting the joint, probably trying to find the perfect spot for his not-so-genius plan. But wait, he's still in the game. What on earth is he searching for in the pawn shop? Maybe lost treasure for his car keys? The suspense is killing me. Oh dear, he's now at the other counter. This fella is like a headless chicken wandering around without a purpose. Somebody give him a map or a snack at least. Buckle up, folks. Our wannabe detective just upgraded to a full-blown thief. Watch him waltzing around planning the perfect crime, and bingo! He pulls off a smooth exit, leaving the scene like he just won a game of hide-and-seek. Hold your belly laughs, our genius thief is back on camera, sneakily hiding his loot in his trousers. Smooth moves, my friend, smooth moves. And there he goes, strolling out of the pawn shop like he's won the lottery. Thinks he's the mastermind of the century, leaving behind a trail of stolen goods and a whole lot of laughs. What a character. Antique computers.
Have a good day. You wonderful. So much. You too.
Two tech-savvy grandpas strut into a pawn shop, seeking a fortune for antique computers. Instead, they're hit with a vintage rejection.
Bastards, you can't give me a
When one grandpa clumsily breaks a computer, he pulls a move straight from the sitcom handbook. Accidental comedy at its finest.
Now you should have that. Put it in the
Oops, one grandpa accidentally smashes a computer, blaming the seller. He theatrically tosses it toward the dumpster, thinking it's a mic drop moment. The seller, the true comedy connoisseur, chuckles at the failed dramatic exit. Here comes the queen of sass. A lady emerges roasting the old hillbillies and offering them an A-grade exit. She declares her reign over Detroit toughness and leaves them pondering a future career in comedy security. Cue laughter. Exit stage left.
Woman comes in to sell me a high-end bottle of liquor. Ma'am, I'm
Is that what you're saying?
They're
You have no
1,200
respect. When you want to take a
they're
person when they
1,200
die,
Fit the liquor inside the bottle.
and anytime you're going to belittle a person.
Ma'am, I didn't belittle you.
As the door chimes, the woman confidently walks in, clutching an empty liquor bottle. She aims for a bold move, attempting to pawn the bottle for a cool $100. Les, with his discerning eye, swiftly rejects the proposal, explaining that a filled bottle would fetch a better price. The woman, not thrilled with the response, raises her voice, demanding respect and expressing her discontent.
I'll give you $100.
It's not worth more than $100.
Especially when you say I wouldn't give you $100.
Don't you ever walk up to my
Baby,
dad.
Hey, baby, don't point your
and
finger.
Life after this,
Ma'am.
don't you dare ever
Ma'am,
come in
you
here
are
again.
in my face.
I don't care, you're in my dad's store, and don't you ever think about coming in here
You know
again.
what?
Turn your ass around, badass out the door now.
Nowhere Ashley steps up like a superhero. Now, she doesn't just cool things down, she straight up shuts the woman down. With confidence, Ashley tells her to leave and never come back. Suddenly, the chaos turns into quiet thanks to Ashley's quick and firm action.
Son of a bitch. Where the hell is he? Rich! He's on the floor. People are waiting to pay us for their merchandise. He's not there. We're losing money. I'd had Rich's back.
In the heart of the pawn shop, Les faces a moment of frustration and disbelief. The absence of Rich, a trusted ally for over 2 decades, leaves Les feeling betrayed. The urgency of customers waiting to make payments adds to the tension, and the weight of loyalty becomes a central theme in this unexpected turn of events.
Since the first day he came here, over 20 years ago. I feel betrayed. Didn't I just have an employee meeting to tell everybody that they need to step up on their game? I'm watching you and Bobby J talk to these 2 girls. You're out there trying to sweet talk them, trying to bullshit with them. I'm looking for you in layaway. Where the hell are you?
I gotta sit in layaway all day long and just wait for something to happen?
As the minutes tick away, the atmosphere inside the pawn shop grows more intense. Les reflects on his long-standing support for Rich, highlighting his sense of loyalty that spans a quarter century. He recalls a recent employee meeting where he emphasized the need for everyone to step up their game. Disappointment and frustration seep into his words as he confronts the situation, a pawn shop mystery intertwined with personal and professional loyalties.
I'm watching you and Bobby J talk to these 2 girls. They're out there trying to sell their jewelry. You're out there trying to sweet talk them, trying to bullshit with them. They end up walking out the front door. You put me in a position that you were the next to go.
In this pivotal moment, Les delivers a stern warning to a fellow employee, Bobby J. The scene unfolds with Les observing interactions and attempts at sweet-talking customers. The threat of termination looms as he recounts the consequences of letting down the team. The dialogue underscores the severity of the situation and the potential impact on job security. Tension rises as Les grapples with the repercussions of the unfolding events.
Rich, I'm out. Tell your dad to off.
You up your job.
As the confrontation escalates, Les draws a line in the sand. The ultimatum is clear: compliance or termination. The final seconds capture the raw emotion and frustration of a loyal employee who feels unappreciated and misunderstood.
He knew he was in trouble once we walked through that door. Joe, what did you steal from me? Tell me the truth.
Inside the pawn shop, a sense of trouble looms as the head of security, Joe, faces a difficult moment. The air is heavy with anticipation as accusations are laid out. In a tense exchange, the truth emerges when Joe admits to stealing. The weight of the admission sets the stage for the unraveling of a trusted employee's actions.
The detectives call in uniformed officers to put the cuffs on. And then he reaches into his pocket and pulls out an assortment of jewelry worth over $7,000.
As the admission hangs in the air, the situation takes an unexpected turn. Detectives call in uniformed officers to apprehend Joe. A place built on trust is now shaken to its core as the true extent of the betrayal unfolds.
You go this way. This is my loyalist point, my head of security, guy that trusts me.
The arrest unfolds and reality sinks in for the pawn shop owner. The disbelief is evident as a devoted employee, the head of security for the previous 3 years, is carried away in handcuffs. The emotional weight of the betrayal is clear in the owner's voice, which expresses the anguish of putting trust in someone who later proved dishonest.
If he was, he could be anyone.
As the scene unfolds, questions linger in the air. The owner ponders the possibility of Joe working with someone else, leaving the situation shrouded in uncertainty. The aftermath of the betrayal raises concerns about potential accomplices and adds another layer to the unfolding drama. The final seconds leave the audience in suspense, contemplating the true extent of the security.
What would you do if a man strolls into your shop with a massive bag? Obviously, you can't wait to find out what's in there. This is what this sneaky guy did.
Man, this is my bag.
Okay. What's in it? Tell me what that means, because maybe I don't understand what you're talking about.
Looks like the man had a top secret mission with this bag. He didn't let anyone unzip it. In my opinion, he's a freak. See for yourself how the whole scenario went down.
You can't bring in a big bag into a business and not expect to have it searched.
What the hell? Oh my God! My man, oh my God! What the hell?
Wow, that was unexpected. I can't believe what just happened. I might need a moment to process this. It's not something any of us were prepared for.
So I'm just gonna let things lie. If I see anything on the news, I'll report that he was here.
I saw that, man.
For all I know, there's a half-naked man in a gold G-string running around the streets of Detroit. Holy
Pregnancy deal. A pregnant mom walks into a pawn shop, excited to purchase a wooden horse for her unborn baby.
I was just here last week, and I seen this horse that y'all had, and I really want it. I didn't have the money last week.
For sure. You saw it? Where is it?
It's right over here.
Sure. When are you due?
Well, I'm due next month.
Oh, it's your first?
Yes, it is.
Oh, but the down part was that she has no money. How unfortunate, considering her husband left her. Hearing her story, Ashley gets all empathetic and decides to give away the object to the yet-to-be-born baby mama. This is what she has to say. Well, everything went well for the lady, and even Ashley was proud of herself for doing a good deed. Until this happened.
Help you and the baby. What the Hello? Excuse me! Excuse me!
Wedding ring crook. Looks like someone's sleeping on the couch tonight. This wife found a pawn slip for her wedding ring in her husband's wallet. Time to hit up the pawn shop and get it back.
So your husband stole your wedding ring?
Yes, he took it because we're having financial problems. I get why he did it. I just want to pay for it and get my ring back.
Did you make a police report?
No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I going to make a police report for?
The angry wife missed the no ticket, no service memo. Ashley can only work with what she's got, lady. Don't shoot the messenger.
Let me explain to you how this works. First of all, I don't just look up somebody's name and give you their information.
I didn't ask you to give me the information. I asked you to look it up. How hard is that? You look it up in the computer, you take it, I pay for it, we leave. It's not that hard.
Okay, I know it's not funny, but Ashley's solution was hilarious. Here's how she managed the situation. Nobody saw it coming.
It isn't that
Take
hard.
your pretty little feet, walk your pretty little legs out of here.
You are not. Just go back there and give me my How hard is that? You can't just go back there and type in a name?
It's time to go. The only person you should be threatening is your husband.
Invisible friend. A guy trying to pawn a fake bracelet walks into a store with his imaginary friend. However, Les was skeptical until the friend started haggling for a better price.
My partner right here, Robert, we want to pawn this.
You're who?
My partner, Robert, right here.
Here's a person talking to an invisible friend, but I didn't see him.
Well, well, well. Robert, the imaginary friend, needs a reality check. Maybe this dude should stick to playing pretend more believably. After all, the pawnbroker here is no fool.
Robert, tell him, Robert, tell him. This is worth $200.
It was a stainless steel bracelet that we don't sell here for $10. There was no way he was gonna get anything.
However, his get-rich-quick scheme wasn't so quick after all. The customer's face fell faster than a lead balloon. This is how we reacted to the situation.
And he talking about he can't give me nothing for this. What the is that?
No, come on, let's go to the outside. I gotta look at it a little bit more better.
All right.
I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving, man, until I get some money. I'm not leaving, man. That man, let me go.
Stolen telly. This lady's ex-boyfriend pawns her TV for some quick cash. With determination, she enters the pawn shop and confidently declares, "I'm here to rescue my kidnapped TV."
I need to get my stuff, my 2 TVs.
I need your ID or the tickets.
I don't have no ticket or no ID. My stuff was stolen and pawned from my boyfriend.
We need him or the tickets. Or...
What you need him for? He ain't even nowhere around.
Ah, the policy police strike again. No ticket, no claims allowed. And in a spectacular display of logic defiance, here's how she responded to the situation.
Listen! Don't land on my window! Bitch!
What? If I'm gonna have to get ratchet?
You don't pound on my window! You can't! Yes, I can! No, you can't!
Oh boy, it seems like someone stirred the hornet's nest. But fear not, Ashley swiftly shut down those threats like a master conductor. Lesson learned, universe.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Bye. See ya.
No.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I am crazy, and I'll show you crazy.
No password. Oh boy, trying to pawn that laptop at the store but conveniently forgetting your password? Suspicious much? Brace yourself for some dose of skeptical boss lady.
You forgot the password.
Yeah.
How do you forget when's the last time you used this?
About a month ago.
You forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again. She didn't know how to get into this computer. She didn't know the password. She didn't know the username.
Oh, so you didn't just find this laptop aimlessly wandering around in the wilderness and thought, hey, I should take this. I'm sure the lady was adamant that it's my laptop.
How much did you want to get on this today?
At least 165.
How's 125 for you?
No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I need at least 165. I mean, I can't do 125.
All right, I can do 150, and that's what I can do.
Okay, can you do 165 or not?
Blink of an eye, the laptop lady became wild and crazy. Her responses and shouts made everyone wonder if she was off her rocker.
I am a grown-ass woman.
You're not acting
Flat
like
out.
one.
Like I said, I am a grown-ass woman.
You're not acting like
I'm not
one.
gonna sit here and argue with you. Like I said, I can take my business somewhere else.
Goodbye.
The gym brawl. So watch this hulking bodybuilder guy, all muscles and bravado, strutting into a pawn shop with this wrecked workout thing that looked like it went through a blender. He was like a peacock on protein, thinking he set up a magic muscle worm. The shopkeeper, a guy with a face as serious as a freshly waxed dumbbell, raised an eyebrow at the smashed up widget on the counter.
Hey man, I need to talk to somebody about this. This piece of junk I bought in here just a couple days ago don't work now, it's broken.
Check out this masterpiece, our bodybuilder buddy declared, pointing dramatically at his broken workout thing. It's so messed up. I swear it's doing reverse squats by itself. The shopkeeper, squinting at the wreckage, deadpanned. Reverse squats, huh? Must be the newest gym craze.
This thing obviously couldn't handle what I was doing on it, so 2 days later it don't even work, so.
But our muscle hero was not giving up. Leaning over the counter, he claimed, I want my money back.
How about you just get my money, and then we won't have any more problems with this, but I need my money back.
This thing's more of a comedy show than a workout. The shopkeeper, trying not to crack a smile, said, well, it's a one-of-a-kind piece, guaranteed to break the ice at any gym.
Or what?
Or what? There's gonna be a problem. How about that?
What kind of problem is there gonna be?
Oh no, that's like a WWE scene. Our bodybuilder flexed his words and shoved the shopkeeper. Give me my money or I'll turn you into a cardio machine for a month. And just like that, the pawn shop turned into a wrestling ring.
Don't touch.
Come on, come on, man, let's go.
The shopkeeper, unexpectedly nimble, fought back and chaos replaced. It was like two sumo wrestlers battling for the last protein bar. Trying to play hero, two guards materialized out of thin air. They grabbed our bodybuilder and his busted gear, dragging them out.
We got you. Bring a few more. All we needed was two.
All y'all out.
Our muscle dude flailed around, still demanding his refund like a sad, deflated balloon. The pawn shop went back to normal.
That's it, my man. Bring a few more.
There's your machine, buddy.
The art of negotiation. So let's see this guy walking into a pawn shop, allowing him to be the next big art dealer with a painting put away under his arm. He's giving off major, I'm gonna hit the jackpot vibes. The shopkeeper, with a sneaky grace of a cat burglar, checks out the painting like it's the Mona Lisa 2.0. Our confident guy also spins this wild tale about how the painting formerly belonged to Napoleon's pet goldfish, or some other crazy story.
So what you got?
I've got a painting from Peter Max.
An original painting?
Well, I got into a silent auction.
The shopkeeper, poker-faced like a pro, goes, intriguing. You can virtually see dollar signs in his eyes as he dreams of making a fortune. Now comes the big moment. Confident guy bravely says, I want $3,000 for this masterpiece.
Let's see if she can close a deal.
Yeah, what is the bottom line?
3,000.
No way.
The shopkeeper, still all mysterious and cool, smirks and says, I can do $1,500, or you can hit the road.
1,500 and we got a deal.
It's like a Western showdown, but with money instead of guns. It's a take it or leave it situation. The confident guy, looking a bit less sure of himself, decides to pull a classic move, pretending to discuss it with his imaginary art expert friend. Maybe it's an unnoticeable chum with an art degree. While our hero is deep in discussion with his invisible art critic, the shopkeeper, beaming like a Cheshire cat, decides to up the figure.
I know there's a market for it.
So $1,500 I think is pretty good. They need to take the money and run.
He counts out $1,500, slams it on the counter as if to say, take the cash and run, chum, or say farewell to the deal of a lifetime.
1,500.
All right.
In the end, the confident guy, now looking further confused than confident, grabs the cash and virtually sprints out of the shop. And that is how a pawn shop turned into a comedy stage, starring Mr. Confident, the mysterious shopkeeper, and an oil with a Napoleon connected goldfish. Art, my friends, might be priceless, or at least worth $1,500.
Peter Max.
Seat showdown comedy. In a strange pawn shop turned into an airplane seat sale, things got wild when a gutsy and unusual woman decided to turn the whole event into a comedy show. Picture her like a sneaky cat strolling over to a chair and ignoring the "don't sit" sign as if it were garbage. It was as if your rebellious grandma suddenly took center stage, tossing caution and posters to the wind. Then in comes the lady running the shop, armed with politeness and a simple request for the lady to give up the seat. Little did she know she was about to get into a funny showdown with our cool and calm customer. The woman, looking super confident and mischievous, said, "Just let me be," treating the chair like her personal throne.
Okay, these are for sale. We don't have like a trial and error.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to buy them. I'm just trying to try them out.
As if that was not funny enough, the secret guards jumped into the blend. The shopkeeper, determined to bring order back, tried nicely to get the bold woman out of her comfy spot. But our fearless main character was not having it, bravely declaring, "You cannot make me move."
And what you can do is leave me the alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then comes the guard trying to lift her off the seat. Suddenly, there's a big scene. The woman, now a pro at making a show, indicted the guard of bothering her and indeed threw in the surprise of claiming it was sexual harassment. The pawn shop turned into a stage for a solo performance, with our main character making up the script on the spot.
No, thank you.
You
No, you can get your hand off. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off.
But the comedy did not stop there. Wanting to leave with a bang, our leading lady dramatically fell to the bottom, blaming the confused guard for pushing her. The shop, once a place for buying and selling, turned into a theater for a funny play where reality and silliness conflicted in the most hilarious way.
Girl, you
pushed me!
What? I didn't touch. Did I touch you?
And just like that, the woman in the pawn shop left everyone. Guards, shopkeeper, and onlookers scratching their heads, wondering if they had just witnessed the craziest pawn shop show ever.
I'm not going anywhere.
Do whatever you want.
And we can have a staring.
All he got in return was his forceful removal, despite the fact that he was kicking and screaming like a little baby. A woman and her friend enter with hopes of selling a set of earrings. However, things take a confrontational turn when Les, in his characteristic playful manner, tries to strike up a conversation about their intentions for the money. The woman, visibly annoyed, lashes out at Les for prying into her business, setting the tone for a tense interaction.
I'm here to pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Trying to get $350 for them.
Why do you need the money?
It's none of your business why I need the money.
Despite Les attempting to maintain a friendly environment, the situation escalates further. The woman vehemently rejects any inquiries about her personal life, responding with hostility.
Why I'm coming in here to handle my business. That's not your business why I'm coming in here to do what I got to do.
Les, seemingly undeterred, continues with his good-natured questioning, asking about the number of kids that she has, which only adds fuel to the fire. Then to piss her off even more.
How many kids you got?
I'm coming in here with my jewelry to get money.
How many kids you got?
She just told you.
To intensify matters, Les claims to analyze the earrings, asserting that they aren't real diamonds.
These aren't real?
These are real.
They are real earrings. They're just not real diamonds.
They are.
No,
Yes,
they're not.
The revelation further infuriates the woman, leading to increased yelling and frustration. Sensing a potential physical confrontation, Byron, another employee, positions himself closer to Les to provide support if needed.
Boy, leather coat you got on. It's 1,000 degrees. Who the where's leather?
As the women realize they won't achieve their desired outcome, they decide to leave, expressing their displeasure with the establishment as they do. Get her hair fixed. Classic people.
Supposed to be jewelry and long. Boy, ass shot. Raggedy mother.
Have a nice day.
You bitch.
Thank you.
We got this livid customer going on a rant at the pawn shop, claiming he's been waiting for 2 hours.
Been here for 2 hours, man. Then they got 11 windows. You got two working. How you doing? I'm finally here, you know what I mean? I've been in the land for like 2 hours.
He managed to get his HD in, but Ashley, the cool and collected employee, is keeping it professional.
You'd be out of here a lot quicker if you
Hold on,
signed
what is
it.
this? What is this?
What is what?
This ain't what he told me he was gonna give me.
What did he tell you he was going to give you?
The guy's expecting $400, but Ashley's like, nope, you're getting 110. Our furious friend throws a threat like he's gonna crack heads.
You're not getting 400, you're getting 110.
Okay, well, you can't give me my 400.
Sign that, and
I'm
then I'll
not
give you your
saying
money.
You know what?
Sir.
See, you the type of motherfucker I've been caught outside and cracked you upside your head.
Not cool, right? The folks at American Jewelry and Loan aren't vibing with that. Ashley's had enough, lays down the law, and says, respect or no money for you.
Listen here, I'm a
Go
pimp.
out front and get your
I'm a real pimp.
Go
I'm a real
out
pimp.
front
I'll
and
put you
get
on.
your back.
I will put you on.
Go
Hold on.
out
You don't gotta
front
walk
and
up
get
on
your
me.
But this dude, he's got some wild stories talking about women on the street doing things for him.
Get your
You gonna talk to me with some respect. I got more women on the street out here hustling, doing things for me every night,
Well, security's on point, keeping him at bay while he's still talking big. Y'all can't kick me out of here. Oh boy, someone's day at the pawn shop just hit a speed bump.
Off this motherfucker, man. You feel what I'm saying? I know you just doing your job, big dog, but I drive with BMW.
In another scenario, a woman, believing her husband pawned her $5,000 wedding ring due to financial struggles, approaches Ashley seeking its return.
I was doing my husband's laundry this morning, and I pull his wallet out. There's a pawn slip from you guys. I put it back in his wallet.
However, lacking a pawn ticket or any proof of ownership, the situation becomes complicated. Ashley, empathizing with the woman's plight, requests a police report or any documentation to validate her claim. The woman refuses, adamant about not involving the police, and tensions flare.
I get why he did it. I just want to come in, pay for it, and get my ring back.
Did you make a police report?
No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I going to make a police report for? I'm not going to call the cops on my husband. I'm coming to you to get my ring back.
Facing an impasse, Ashley is compelled to ask the woman to leave. The exchange becomes heated, and Ashley insists on her departure, prompting the customer to leave the store.
Your butt out here and you assist me out. Please, bring it. That's all I want is my ring. That's it. It isn't
Take
that hard.
your pretty little feet, walk your pretty little legs out of here.
You are nuts. Just go back there and give me my. How hard is it? You can't just go back there and type in a name.
Do you shut up for a second?
Never shut
Get the hell out of here.
No.
It's time to go.
Up yours.
We've got this customer dealing with some money woes and trying to hustle up a quick $100 by pawning his stuff. Issues that needed solving post-haste.
I'm trying to get all my stuff out.
So, what are you looking to do with that?
I'm looking to get $100 for it to help me out.
But here's where the plot thickens. The guy's asking for a Benjamin, but all Seth and Les can dish out is a humble $10.
What the hell is that gonna do for you?
$100 will help me move my out. It'll feed my dogs if I have to, wherever I find.
Our seller buddy thinks that $10 isn't gonna cut it for his grand plans, like moving out and feeding his dogs. You know, fair enough, but that's the best they can offer. He tries to haggle for $50, but Les shuts it down, giving him a reality check. That's all Seth and Les can offer.
What the do you mean it's gonna be a good start? The $10 isn't gonna be. Why couldn't you do 50 for this?
Now, here's where things take a wild turn. Instead of just taking the tenner, our friend gets all sassy. Les, not one to take disrespect, drops the cash on the counter, and you won't believe what happens next.
Disrespecting me, trying to hand my back to me. I'm not having that. No. Are you kidding me right now?
The guy refuses to pick up the cash, calling it disrespectful.
If I were to do this, that's disrespecting you.
What the is your problem?
Les, not having any of that nonsense, lays down the law. Pick up your money or hit the road. But our stubborn friend goes all,
Pick it up. You want to treat me like a bitch? You're gonna be the bitch. Pick my up. Pick my doll up. Are you
Alright, check this. A customer walks in wanting a receipt for something she already owns.
Item that they already own.
Even with Les trying to talk sense, things go south. The customer gets all aggressive, throws around some colorful words, and even threatens physical harm. Security steps in and the manager gets called, but it's getting more heated.
Bitch, I beat your mother ass. I ain't got time to play with your ass. Somebody give me a mother manager up in this bitch.
The manager.
Oh, bitch! No, y'all gonna make me fall like that, bitch?
It's a tense situation, drama at its peak in the pawn shop. A customer walks in dead set on selling his jacket at a price he thinks is fair. Rightfully deserves in mind.
I'm looking to get some money for it, man. I'd like to get, and I'm going to get, about 50 or 60 bucks. Can't walk out of here.
But things get wild as he brushes off small talk, just wanting the cash ASAP.
How long have you owned this jacket? What's it matter how long I've owned it? Just give me some money, man.
The employee tries to chat, but the customer's all about getting a good deal because of medical needs. Negotiations kick in, and the customer flat out rejects offers, aiming for 40, 50, or even 60 bucks.
Problem I need to deal with, man. All I want is some money. Give me 40 bucks, 50 bucks, man. At least 60.
Now, Les, who's usually quick with this stuff, finds himself in a twist. He throws 20 bucks on the table, making things even more tense. Normally, he'd have booted him out for being rude.
I'll buy it from you for 20.
20? Are you nuts, bro?
Security jumps in, forming a shield around Les, expecting trouble.
Not as nuts as me, though, brother. Give me
You wouldn't have a clue how nutty I can be. I'm a crazy mother.
But the customer's not backing down, claiming he's capable of unpredictable actions. Les holds his ground, hinting at the security measures, saying being reckless won't end well for the troublemaker. Imposing man.
Want to get hurt today? I wouldn't be too stupid if I was you.
Buddy, so what if I jump at you?
Oh, I don't want to do that, man. See that big gun, this mother?
As things calm down, Les gives props to the security team for keeping order. The customer, realizing the odds aren't in his favor, acknowledges the security team's lucky presence. Somewhat peaceful conclusion.
They're lucky they got you, man.
Yeah, because if we don't have him, then we got him. And if we don't have him, then we got him. And then we got 3 other mother behind you.
Actually, a customer walks in dead set on selling his watch.
Put his watch in here. It's worth $820.
How much you pay for it?
Maybe like.
No beating around the bush, he wants at least 400 bucks, claiming the watch is worth 820. Les, keeping it real, says he might pay around $7 for it, but the customer, not having it, wants an F for the watch, meaning 400 bucks.
7.
Come on, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me 4. Give me 4 for this watch, man. Come on, man.
Asking for $400.
As things heat up, the customer starts yelling about having a baby on the way and struggling. Les congratulates him but sticks to his offer. The customer, frustrated, keeps pushing for 400 or even 450, raising his voice and venting about his living situation.
Carl, give me like 450 for this watch.
Why are you yelling at me?
I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick of living at the crib, man. Boy, give me 400 for this watch.
Then it takes a wild turn. The customer starts insulting Les, calling the place a hoe-ass place and breaking things. Security steps in, telling him to clean up his mess, but the customer's not backing down, hurling vulgarities and challenging Les.
Baby on the way to go do this bullshit to me, dog.
You said it. I didn't say it.
Hey, give me some cash for this watch, man. 400?
No, I'm sorry.
This is a bullshit-ass place, man. This whole ass.
Les decides he's had enough, goes around the counter, showing he won't take any disrespect. The customer, seemingly oblivious, keeps up the aggressive act.
Les and breaking things.
Shit, dog, man. Y'all, man, it's some bull.
Excuse me. Hey, bitch, pick it up.
You call what? Hey, who the you calling a bitch?
Security tries to keep the peace, but the customer's attitude pushes Les to the edge. It's tense, like a battleground of words and emotions in the pawn shop.
He goes around the counter to take matters into his own hands.
Touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude. I'm out this bitch, man. Y'all, man, for real. Y'all, I'm out this bitch, dog.
All right, gonna redeem this.
Okay, actually, this was pulled.
Pardon me?
It was due on the 2nd.
No, I'm here to pay it right now.
I know, your loan is only for 90 days. So
What are you talking about?
If it's out there, then we can work from there.
Look, seriously, come on, why don't you just give me the TV back so I can leave, all right?
Yeah,
I'm getting a little aggravated.
I'm sorry you're getting...
I'm ready, it's
You're ready to what?
Just get pissed off. All right, I'm not... Seriously, no.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. I want to just get it over with.
What are we gonna get over with?
I want to get my TV.
What you can do is you can go buy a TV.
You know what? I'm getting...
You sound just like him.
I'll put a big-ass flyer in the street. I'll make up signs. American jewelry alone sucks.
Looking like Nick Nolte after hanging out with Charlie Sheen for 3 nights. Go on somewhere, man.
The guy wants his TV back, but he's past due. And it's really hard for this delusional man. This woman claims her boyfriend pawned her TV, but Ashley can't help her the way that she wants her to. Doesn't end there though. The woman tried to take a cone since she couldn't get the TV.
Yo, what the hell like this when I brought my boy in here? What's up with all these little fractures and boy? Can you please get some Windex? You go get me some other Windex and some tissue and let's do right. And wipe my laptop down. You better give me that Windex. They not doing that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe she was going off because her laptop had a couple of spots on it. She probably missed her breakfast.
Oh, stop, man. Don't come in here like that, dog. You looking all retarded and you stupid on You ain't gonna walk up on me.
Get out of the way.
Delusional customer rains insults on Joe when he can't help her clean her laptop.
You crazy. You don't realize who you messing with. I may not see you again in this video. I'll hit you on my truck. Look at this. All this dust and stuff. This is my sponges and I shouldn't even have to do that. You think I'm gonna do business here again? Yeah.
When I was standing out there and I kept telling you to move away, you're walking back at her? Why are you doing that? Get away. When that happens, remove yourself. Be professional.
The crazy woman is shown out of the store and Les shows his disappointment to Joe. Seth devises an expert method for appraising precious stones. Bob saves Les a lot of money with his knowledge of walrus reproductive parts, and Seth provides expert advice that saves a deal on an elephant part. These are the times experts saved Les. Seth makes a shocking discovery on how the pawn shop is losing money. Les doesn't like it either. Both father and Seth has done his homework and concludes that the pawn shop system needs to change. But is it worth the cost? Les certainly doesn't think so. The expert recommends a machine that could change the game. Les is still not convinced, but the old man is willing to give Seth the benefit of the doubt.
World War II Japanese sword is worth a ton of money.
This sword could be worth a fortune, but Rick isn't sure. He knows he's gonna need some expert advice. Les doesn't mind losing a bet to his kids, especially if it earns him more money.
I'm here to sell my collectible Amazing Fancies issue, and it's 24 karat gold and sterling silver, and it has Stan Lee's autograph as well. This is all original casing and stuff. There's only been like 1 or 2 that's been sold since like 2003.
So I don't want it, because it doesn't match anything I have at our apartment.
Can we talk about this woman though for a minute? Why would you be in this relationship? I don't want to take this from this guy.
Bobby J, enough.
A guy brings in a really interesting piece to the store at the behest of his controlling girlfriend. Ashley only wants to focus on business, but Bobby J is quite bothered about the customer's relationship.
Unfortunately, it's not 24 karat gold.
Oh, it's not?
It's plated, which decreases the value a lot.
Let me ask you this. What else have you had to get rid of?
Nothing. No, it's the only reason.
The kid's miserable. He's scared to death to say anything. We should have helped him. You can't have this. You can't do that. Would you ever do that to somebody?
Can you just go over there and finish what you were doing before?
I can have an opinion about something.
You can, and enough's enough. Thank you.
The gold gun that Les bought from the expert comes in and saves the pawn shop more money. However, Bobby J's only concerned about saving the customer from his girlfriend. The customer walks in to sell a vintage motorcycle. The motorcycle is nice enough to catch Les's interest, but the price makes Les second guess. Thanks to Les's expert, there's gonna be no deal between Les and the scooter owner.
I'm Crystal.
Crystal, very nice to meet you.
Crystal, I'm
This is
Ashley.
How you doing, Ashley?
Hi, how are you?
So what you got?
I have these bag of stones that I found out of my grandmother's house. She just passed not too long ago.
Oh, really?
So, I'm just trying to get enough money for her funeral to do what I have to do.
Let me have, you know what? My gem expert is coming in this afternoon to look at a few pieces. You know what? If you want to leave these with us, I'll have him take a look.
What the hell is my dad doing? He's getting his lady's hopes up for nothing.
I'm going to show it to Bob. He'll make the final call.
It's a waste of
You'll
time,
see,
Dad.
you'll see, you'll see.
Les believes that the stones might be profitable. However, Ashley thinks it's a waste of time and that it gives the seller false hope. Who do you think is right?
Earlier in the day, a woman brings in a bag of gems. And to us, they look just like crystals. But I have a gem expert, Bob. I'm gonna have Bob check them out. So this woman with these stones is coming back. Okay. Do me a favor.
These are nothing.
We never get hits like this.
What do you appraise that at? Guys, your shoe.
We're gonna change this woman's life.
She's gonna flip.
Yeah.
Les is confident that Jim, his expert gemologist, will give him positive news. This time, Les's instincts are right on the money.
We're gonna change her life. This could change her life right here. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. So, you're in hard times right now, right? I don't even know how to break this news.
$10,000.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
My God, guess what? They just gave me $10,000 for Grandma Jules. Yes, I'm so serious. I'm glad I came up here today.
The woman gets more than she expected, but if Les gave her $10,000, just imagine how much he would make for the precious gem.
These are walrus peni.
Walrus.
Penises.
Why? I'm pretty sure I'm right in line with what you can find on the internet. $600 each for those, and $600 for them. There is no way I would take less than $500 for those apiece.
Correct.
Just wouldn't do it.
Let me just go look.
Two customers come in with some of the weirdest items you'll ever see on the show. Les has to take a second to understand what he's dealing with.
Yeah, you're 100% right. How the hell did you know about that? Holy Bob. He's really proficient in anything that's hard. Yeah, I mean, this is it. My guy knows about these things.
Right. Make us an offer.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming in.
Bob is an expert on all sorts of things, including the reproductive parts of a male walrus, for some reason. The expert really saved Les a lot of money with his odd knowledge.
Skull of an elephant.
Really?
It's very unusual.
It's very unusual. How did you get it?
My best friend had it, passed away, and I inherited this one. It's where the tusks were.
I understand that. It came from Africa?
Yeah, right.
Well,
So-
I can promise you nobody's ever brought in an elephant skull, ever. That I can
Little
tell you.
unique.
How about 500?
Nope. 500, I'll take it back. Throw it in my family room, even though my wife don't want it there. How about 12?
How about
5,000. That's as low as I'm gonna go.
It's definitely elephant season for Les, but will he be inclined to own this piece of an African elephant?
Let me talk to my elephant expert.
Africans are more expensive than the Asian ones. Africans are... So you don't really want to lug it back home, do you?
No, I don't.
So, 600. 700.
800. I believe he'll put it in his own personal collection. It'll have a decent home.
You are?
Thank you.
51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Les consults with his expert, and then he uses that advice to close down a good deal for the pawn shop. Robert Ashley, the deal expert, finds a customer with a car seat missing its base. Can Ashley make a deal, or will it turn into a funny situation? So in walks this dude looking like he just stepped out of a heavy metal concert. Tattoos everywhere, face carved up like he had a disagreement with a razor blade. He's all like, "Hey, call me the devil." Seriously? Who does that? But hey, anyway, nice to meet you, Lucifer. Then he drops this bombshell. He's 2,500 years old. Seth's like, "Dude, you got me beat. Finally, someone older than my dad." But here's the kicker. He wants to swap his gold for some cash. Says money's the root of all evil. Yeah, buddy, you're really living the stereotype.
2,500 years old. Great. I finally got to meet somebody that's older than my dad.
So how can I help you today?
I want to get rid of this gold. Money's the root of all evil.
This guy might take the cake for the weirdest guy that has ever walked through the store.
How much you want? I could have gotten $650 for this stuff if I melted it down and sold it to my refinery. How about 500?
can't do it.
They ain't $50 profit in this thing.
So they're haggling. Seth offers $650, he wants $610, and they're dancing around like it's a satanic tango. But alas, the devil doesn't always get what he wants. Cue the sad violin.
I guess we don't have a deal.
So there Seth is, trying to make a deal with the devil, and he's all like, I want cash for my gold, and Seth's thinking, sure buddy, let me just grab my holy water. But seriously, with the negotiation, Seth offers him $650, he wants $610, and they're doing the demonic dance of the dollars. But in the end, no dice. No deal with the Prince of Darkness today, folks. Sorry, Satan. Maybe next time, bring a better pitchfork.
Hi. Hi. I'm Ashley.
I'm Nana.
Nana.
I called up here and I got an estimate price, and they told me that I could get $400 for these.
You called up here and got an estimated price. Who'd you talk to?
Nicole?
Nicole. Over the phone?
Yes, ma'am.
But we don't see them over the phone. She is lying. Can I see your merchandise? You need to come in, you need to evaluate your earrings, we need to test them.
Ashley introduces herself in a bubbly tone. Now Nana barges in, claiming that she was promised $400 for her 3-carat diamond earrings. She accuses Nicole of lying about the offer. Ashley calmly explains they need to evaluate the earrings in person. Nana demands $400 but gets offered $185 instead, triggering her outrage.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nicole.
Well, which is it, Nicole or Nikki?
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my $400.
All right.
So what you're saying is you're not gonna give me that $400, right?
No, I'm not. I mean, you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Nana insists on the $400, but Ashley stands her ground. Nana's frustration peaks and she frantically searches for Nikki, accusing everybody of disrespect. Chaos ensues as Nana's volume rises, demanding her mother money. Ashley remains composed, but Nana's confusion and persistence escalate the situation.
I am because that's what I called for. And they told me that they was gonna give me $400. Now where the is Nikki at? Where the is Nikki at? Nikki!
What?
No, Nikki! Where this bitch at?
She all of a sudden darted away from me, started screaming for Nikki. It was like a bat out of hell.
Where this bitch? I don't need nobody to escort me out this bitch. Oh, y'all.
Okay, have a good day.
And kiss my ass.
Keep walking. Bye. Nana.
You bitch. Oh, you mother.
Give me a headache.
Nana's outburst intensifies and she demands respect while causing a scene. Ashley calls for her removal, leading to a heated exchange. Nana storms out, hurling insults and leaving everybody exasperated. The encounter ends with Ashley lamenting Nana's departure, causing a headache in her wake, leaving the pawn shop in peace once again.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to set up for maybe like once. The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained.
Okay.
All through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Dealer Ashley is in the middle of a purse negotiation. Now she's trying to bargain her way through it, but it seems like she's hitting some roadblocks. The bag might be worth more, but it's stained. Now the dealer's not budging, despite the customer's attempts to reason. It's like watching a standoff at the OK Corral, but with handbags instead of firearms.
It costs way more than this.
Okay, but I'm not gonna pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses.
Can I get some?
My pepperoni looking ass. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. Did she take a look at her own ass?
Can I get somebody else?
Now, things are getting pretty spicy. The customer isn't backing down, throwing out some colorful language and asking to talk to somebody else, maybe hoping for a more favorable deal. Now Ashley's standing firm, not letting the pepperoni insults get to her. It's a battle of wills over a bag, and nobody's giving an inch. Can't blame a girl for trying, though.
Somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch. Can I talk to the owner?
I'm the owner.
You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have. How you get here? You your way to the top.
The tension's palpable, and the customer wants to escalate things, demanding to speak to the owner. All surprise twist, Ashley is the boss lady. So, will the customer stick to her guns, or will she fold like a deck of cards?
Okay, so this is your car?
Yes.
Do you want me to open it for you?
I'll open it.
Excuse me! You trying to scam me? Excuse me! Excuse me! Unbelievable. I even offered her a job after she had the baby.
I think she just had the baby.
As Ashley assists the customer to her car, the customer accuses her of scamming Ashley, bewildered by the accusation, and even offered her a job. The situation ends with some confusion and disbelief.
Hi, how are you?
Looking for a watch, nice watch. Know what I'm saying?
Sure. Which one?
That one right there.
This one?
Yes, ma'am. Hey.
For sure.
Wow, look at this watch. Like this right here. How much is this watch right here? $75 watch.
Do you want to spend more
Give
or
me
less?
like a watch like 500 or something.
Yeah.
A Bugatti.
Ashley kicks off with a casual, "Hi, how are you?" diving into the deep philosophical quest for a nice no. She presents an item with the enthusiasm of a game show host, throwing in a touch of suspense. What, like this right here? Now this is, how about this right here? $75, no more. Ashley's unique charm shines through as she tries to make a deal.
Yeah, let me see this one right here. This one right here. That's platinum. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, now this is real. I want to buy it.
Perfect.
$5.99?
$5.99 plus tax?
I got you.
Perfect.
Okay.
With a bit of a theatrical touch, Ashley takes us through her thought process, pondering the value of an item priced at $599. She playfully negotiates, exclaiming, $5.99? Yeah, I got you. But with a comedic twist, she emphasizes the urgency, claiming she's about to go deaf if the deal isn't sealed.
Okay, this is $599 plus tax.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is worth, look at it. 2 and add 3 more zeros with it. 2,000, baby. Come on. Okay, and it's worth $2,000. It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm about to go deaf.
With a blend of sarcasm and determination, Ashley confronts a potential buyer, confidently declaring, "I've got a pile of money, so this. I get some change back." The escalating drama continues as she reveals the tax and challenges the customer to come out and make a deal. The conversation takes an unexpected turn, hinting at the item being worth more than a round neck.
This is worth more than that around your neck. You understand me? You little chunky, draws-looking person.
Okay.
You want to ball my $2 bill up? You know what? I'm a Big Mouth is hungry.
You're hilarious.
Real funny, man. Y'all be killing me. I pawn you. Matter of fact, that $2 bill, you could outpawn this whole stuff. With that
In a grand finale, the dealer passionately argues the item's value, escalating it to a humorous threat of going deaf. Now the playful banter reaches its peak with creative insults like chunk and band dry. The situation makes us wondering if this is a sales pitch or a comedy routine. Continue not to go smoothly for Ashley as she faces the wrath of an impatient customer. Despite her attempts to redirect, the customer insists on bypassing the line. Now Ashley, cornered by absurdity, attempts to salvage the situation with humor and fails miserably. Ashley faces a furious customer. The customer, seeking a chilla scarf, discovers that he's been bamboozled with a bunny instead of the luxurious chinchilla that he desired. Grip, it's not a handshake, it's a ton of cash.
Bunny right there.
I wish this bunny would just...
See this? Look at it. It's flying through the...
As the drama unfolds, Ashley denies the accusation, stating the chilla is actually a bunny. Now the customer's girlfriend confirms the fluff faux pas, tossing the rabbit back. The receipt? It's apparently tucked in a peculiar location. In the chaos, the customer adamantly demands a refund while comparing the bunny to Bugs Bunny. Now Ashley remains unfazed, suggesting the bunny be taken home as a consolation prize, but the customer's not having any of it. This bunny's not hopping away from the dispute.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm looking to find this.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get some money so I can bail my man out.
How much you looking to get?
500.
500. How'd you come up with 500?
Because this is a new gig.
In this one, Ashley encounters the customer looking to pawn an item, claiming it's like an iPad. Now Ashley questions the uniqueness, and the customer insists that it's a new gig and demands $500 for it. Ashley is incredibly skeptical.
So I should get it. Yes. This is a pad.
This is an iPad?
It's something like an iPad.
I'm just curious, how? How would you use this as an iPad?
It's something like an iPod.
Ashley challenges the customer's understanding, questioning how the item could be similar to an iPad. The customer struggles to explain, resorting to sound effects.
You don't know
about electronics, so I need somebody else, sweetie.
Second of all, you're not going to talk.
Where's the manager at? Where's the mother?
It's me. So if you want...
Who's over you?
The customer, frustrated, demands to see the manager. Ashley reveals that she is the manager, leading to a heated exchange. The customer insists on $500, using forceful language, but Ashley stands firm, refusing to tolerate demands.
Me? It's somebody that's over you. And you going to give me $500.
No, not talking
yes,
to
you
me
are.
like that. You're
yes,
not.
you are. I want $500.
So I'm going to ask you to leave.
No, I'm not going no motherfucking
You threaten me, you're out. You're not coming back. I don't care if it takes 10 people to escort you out.
Sweetie, I will be back with your fat Albert-looking ass bitch.
As tensions rise, the customer becomes more aggressive, threatening and claiming that they won't leave without the desired amount. Now, Ashley remains steadfast, emphasizing that they're not welcome back. The situation escalates, setting the stage for a dramatic exit.
Oh.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Got some equipment here.
Yeah.
We need some money. We're going to out west. We killed all the deer in Michigan, so we got to go out for bigger and better stuff.
In this thrilling episode, Les and Seth face two grizzled sellers with Santa beards armed with ancient computers. Claiming that they hunted all the deer in Michigan, they demand $900 to head out west. Les, skeptical and slightly amused, offers a resounding zero, much to their disbelief.
I thought that they were kidding. The last time I saw one of these computers was in the 80s. To be honest, what I can offer you is around here, there's no way we're gonna be able to help this guy out.
The sellers persist, insisting on $800, but Les holds firm at zero, triggering their rage. Unfazed, Les declares their items as mere ancient artifacts. Now these guys storm out in disbelief, leaving Les to reflect on the Detroit rock scene, mentioning ZZ Top's enduring presence.
Have a good day.
So much.
You too.
You know, I couldn't. ZZ Top is still in Detroit.
And an unexpected twist, an irate man drops and breaks an item. Tempers flare and Les kicks him out, declaring, "Get your ass out of here." Now, their retort is drowned out by Les emphasizing that they're taking care of business. Detroit's toughness showcased in a humorous security job offer.
Care of business, baby.
I know that's
So,
right.
if you need security job, you come and see us. People in Detroit are tough. She showed them.
You people.
Wrapping up the chaos, Les confidently asserts that was taking care of business, baby. Now he cheekily invites anyone needing security in Detroit to come their way. The scene ends with Les asserting Detroit's toughness, leaving us all entertained and maybe questioning our own security needs. The seller aims high at $150, but Les offers a mere $10. The seller demands to see the manager, mistaking another employee for one. He refuses Les's crackhead price offer, leading to escalating tension.
I can go $10.
$10.
$10, yeah.
The seller refuses to budge until he gets his $150. Threats fly and Les makes Seth, the dealer, greets a man approaching with an earring emergency because his little red Corvette broke down. Classic. Seth, in awe, asks who he is, but the man's response? A mystery. Well, I guess it's time to cue the Prince theme music.
Oh, you're just, it makes sense. Being a
I am being a
yeah, well, because you know. brought in a fake.
The truth hits hard like a guitar riff. It's an imitation earring. Seth throws some shade, calling it imitation Prince. The man's defense? Priceless. Seth's patience wanes as the man's excuses fall flat. Comedy? Pure gold.
Exactly.
Tolerate fake items, bids farewell with a sprinkle of Prince references. The man exits, but the drama's not over yet. Seth senses some mischief brewing. As the man leaves, Seth's parting words, a cheeky purple rain nod. Another day at the pawn shop, folks.
Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can. Do I need to get loud?
Huh? What you do that for?
Your punk ass home, bitch! Watch your punk ass home!
You playing my man? Hey, where the electronics at, man?
Let's see what you
I ran
got.
out of gas in the damn parking lot. It doesn't matter how much it costs, man. I just need $150.
30.
I want my 150, please. I would
35.
Like... I really don't need nobody. It's just gonna be me. Let's go, bro.
Things get heated really quickly.
Hey, nah. This man, get off me. Think I'm playing with y'all?
They got a little bit put.
Y'all, I want y'all to help me out, man. Turn right.
I just.
In this lively scene, Ashley, a pawn shop dealer, encounters a customer seeking to pawn an item. With a comical twist, the customer explains her predicament, having lost all of her money at the casino and now seeking to pawn her car seat, albeit without its base. She hilariously demands assistance, unaware of the impossibility of the situation.
Too heavy to carry?
I need the base.
Ashley is unable to help her.
Have to have the base for it.
I know how a car seat goes.
Properly?
Can you get someone else? Where's the manager?
Me.
Do you have a supervisor?
Me. So I can't take it in pawn.
You Georgia Peach looking mother. Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can.
This customer constantly, persistently pleads for help, emphasizing her dilemma. Now, despite her persistence, Ashley can't comply due to the missing base. The customer's escalating frustration leads to demands for a manager or supervisor, but to no avail. Tensions begin to rise as the customer insults Ashley, resulting in security intervention.
To have the base for it.
I know how a car seat goes.
Properly?
Can you get someone else? Where's the manager?
Me.
Do you have a supervisor?
Me. So I can't take it in pawn.
You Georgia Peach looking mother. Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can. Need you to take my car seat. Give me my mother car seat. I'm not going nowhere. Let me go! Oh! Yo!
I don't know if she's supposed to be using the car seat or her child.
Byron the guard intervenes, forcibly removing the unruly customer from the premises. Despite her protests, security ensures her departure. We then conclude with the customer's futile attempt to reclaim her car seat, emphasizing the absurdity of her actions and highlighting the humor of the situation.
Ashley, Seth, and Karen to the office, please. Ashley, Seth, and Karen. So I got the results back from the secret shopper. Taking care of this customer. What is the first thing you see? 3 rings on the showcase.
That's not allowed.
Right. So one item out at a time. Now let's fast forward. Told somebody that you'd come back.
I said I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over.
Les, the silver-haired sultan of secondhand, calls his court jesters, Ashley and Seth, to the throne room. Apparently, he had a secret shopper, Ava, visit the pawn shop, and the results were not the best. Ashley and Seth exchange nervous glances, wondering if Les is going to unleash his legendary roar or just some good-natured pawn.
That you'd come back.
I said I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over. Now, how about this one? Wait till I show you this.
I yawn.
In front of a customer?
Maybe that happened one time out of like maybe the past 20 years that I've been here.
That particular day.
Les unleashes his claws. He throws Bobby under the bus for displaying 3 rings at once, a cardinal sin in Les land. Then he tears into Seth for taking too long to help a customer, accusing him of being slower than a pawnbroker on vacation. Ashley, sensing an opportunity, crosses her arms and silently whispers, "Uh-oh, somebody's feeling the heat."
Look at how Linda took care of this person.
This would run you $1,700 here.
That's
the best way to go.
Look at how he's showing the television set. In Steve's report, and let me show you who got a 98 out of 100. Karen. Look at the way that she's handling the customer.
I'm so happy I was able to help you today.
98.
Les shifts his focus, showcasing the shining examples of Linda and JP. Linda, the Diamond 9 diva, expertly appraises a watch, while JP, the tech titan, demonstrates a TV with the enthusiasm of a kid on Christmas morning. Ashley takes a mental note, scribbling "Be more Linda, less Seth" on her pawn-shaped notepad.
98. The most important thing that we have to offer is customer service.
You could learn something from me.
A rose near 2 thorns.
Les, I'm just doing my job.
I'm very proud of you.
Les reveals the ultimate scorecard. Karen, the customer service queen, scored a perfect 98. Ashley and Seth slump in their chairs, feeling like yesterday's jewelry. But Les throws Ashley a bone, calling her a rose between 2 thorns. A not-so-subtle dig at Seth. So Ashley puffs at her chest, basking in the rare praise, while Seth silently vows to outshine Karen next time.
Is there something you need help with?
No, I'm just browsing.
Okay, sounds good. Anything catches your eye that you want me to pull out?
I was kind of looking at some of these watches.
Okay, something wrong?
Yeah, my phone. I just let my... Did you take my phone?
On the showcase.
In a pawn shop far, far away from common sense, a customer's quest for an invisible phone turns the store into a circus. Imagine a magician's act gone wrong. Now add grumpy customers and confused employees. It's a comedy of errors where the only thing missing is the phone that everybody's looking for.
Look, I ain't crazy, damn it. I just laid my phone there. Yo, you better get off because get the manager. You own
another customer in the store. You have got to get out.
Y'all, please, listen.
As chaos reigns supreme, the invisible phone saga transforms into a slapstick showdown. Consider a scene from a stupid action film, but with canes instead of firearms, and insults flying quicker than a swarm of birds. It's like a sitcom on steroids, with each character competing for the title of most absurd performance.
I'm out of here, yo.
Their business outside.
Nobody don't got time for this, yo. Get this old ass. Hey, what's your problem?
Oh, my God.
Sake.
You ain't gonna need that cane. Go ahead and put the cane down. Chill out. Gangster, calm down.
Yeah, all right.
Man, don't hurt nobody. And watch how you use that cane.
Shut the hell up.
You got grandkids?
Granddad.
Have a nice day.
Now, as the dust settles, the pawn shop resembles a battlefield of comedic proportions. With tempers cooled, the invisible phone remains the elusive star of this absurd show. And when the curtain falls on this hilarious display, only one thing is certain: nobody's gonna leave with their sense of worth intact.
Hi, I'm trying to pawn this chain. Yeah, we won't be able to take this. Why you want me to take?
Why are you screaming?
Because I want my mother money. I'm a boss. That's what I do. Get my money.
You're gonna come and get it?
One way or another.
All right, well, I'll come and give it to you.
Yeah.
So this guy strolls in all confident, trying to pawn off some chain. He's like, I want $250 for this. But hold up, it's faker than a $3 bill. The drama unfolds as he demands his mother money and threatens to take it by force. Oh man, well, we got ourselves a boss in the making right here.
Where's it at?
Back up. Okay. First of all, that's not real.
What?
Do you want me to let you pawn your watch for $250?
And here comes round two. The guy's still clinging onto that delusion, insisting that it's real bling. However, they're not having any of it, threatening to remove him if he doesn't turn down the volume. But at least he's willing to compromise. Now, will he finally accept reality, or is he going to keep shouting his way to nowhere?
I'll take the $250.
Wow. Changing a tone now.
Yeah.
Want to follow me this way?
Thanks for helping me.
Well, take a look at that. The guy finally got a soft spot and finally ready to see reason. $250? Yeah, sure. Talk about a change of tune. And with that, he's off to his next journey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. My girlfriend, she came up here and she got rid of my Xbox 360 and I came up here to get it back.
She got rid of your Xbox?
Yeah, we got into an argument and I woke up and it wasn't there. So I called her and I asked her where was it at and she told me it was up here. So I just came up here to get it back.
Okay, it's not just gonna give you your 360.
You just need to give me my stuff.
No, I don't need to do anything
I don't have no ticket.
Okay, you done?
Y'all just need to hand me my because I'm gone.
You gonna what?
Was y'all supposed to have some security guards or something? Y'all looking at me and
He can look at whoever he wants. He's our guard here. So.
Like I was saying, can I just have
No.
Can I just have
So here's this guy, right? He waltzes into the shop like he's lost his favorite pair of socks in the laundry. Turns out his girl threw out his Xbox 360. And he's all like, I need it back. And Ashley's there, cool as a cucumber, asking for a ticket. Ticket to what? The Xbox amusement park? Classic mix-up.
Another one?
Well, let me just look for one that I want to grab.
Okay, you go that way. I'll show you some. Wait right
Hey, what
here,
360s there, bro?
I'll sell you one for $200.
No, I can grab one for free.
Excuse me?
Now the guy's on a mission, but Ashley's playing hardball. No ticket, no Xbox, she says. But our hero ain't having it. He's all like, just give me my stuff. Like, bro, do you even have a receipt? And then he tries some Jedi mind trick about grabbing one for free. Nice try, buddy, but this ain't a buy one, get one free sale.
Oh, I got the feeling that, yeah, he really into video games because he tried to warp out of here to like another world. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here.
Get the out. Now.
All right,
Don't ever step back.
You gonna make me move?
It pissed me off. I've never seen somebody run around my store like that. I've never seen somebody jump in a barrel. I've seen some crazy but never that.
Then it gets wild because the guy hops into a barrel and attempts to warp out of there. Now Ashley's telling security to get him out of there, and it's an entire circus. The guy finally bolts, and Ashley's left scratching her head wondering what the heck just happened. Never a dull moment in the pawn shop.
Hi, how are you?
Got a little bit of a problem.
Can't imagine why.
My kids were playing around last night, broke my teeth. Now I have no teeth.
They broke all your teeth?
Yeah, I had dentures. So they
How'd
were
they
playing.
bring them?
They flushed them down the toilet.
And you want how much?
About $300.
$300. So I'm not gonna be able to give you 300.
Two?
No. See, the issue is it has to be a certain amount of weight.
A woman with a smile like a jack-o'-lantern entered, claiming that her mischievous children flushed her dentures down the porcelain plunge. Now she offers a promise ring as collateral, hoping for $300 to buy replacements. Ashley politely informs her that it's more like a $10 promise, triggering a meltdown worthy of a Shakespearean tragedy.
It's for me to pay you for the silver.
Right, I understand it ain't worth all that, so what can you give me?
$10 to buy it.
No, I need more than $10. See, I have no teeth.
Right,
I go
so
to work
I'm not
tomorrow.
paying you for your teeth.
Okay, well, what the can you do then?
The woman launches into a guilt trip that would make even Mother Teresa flinch. Now Ashley stands firm, offering a measly $10 just to get rid of the verbal hurricane. But oh no, our toothless typhoon isn't satisfied. She throws insults like confetti, calling Ashley names that would make a sailor blush.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it? Talk a lot of smart, bitch. I do, and so do you. Keep walking. Now what?
I'm here.
Now what?
I'm here.
Keep walking.
Bitch, my car's this way.
Lucky Ashley didn't knock the teeth out your mouth.
Ashley, pushed to her limit, unleashes her inner dragon. The woman, finally defeated, slinks away muttering threats. Ashley, victorious but slightly singed, sighs. One down, a million more to go.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I like your nail polish colors.
Thank you.
What do we got here? A laptop?
Laptop.
You type in your password? What brings you in today?
I just want to pound it in so I can give my sister some money.
All right, I can do 150, and that's what I can do.
Okay, can you do 165 or not?
I can do 150.
Okay, I know what, I ain't got time.
Ashley greets the woman with nail polish flair. But oh boy, we got an issue. This is a laptop fiasco. Now she's trying to get cash for her sister's birthday bash, but the password's playing hide and seek. Now she's clueless, and Ashley's like, try again. But it's like asking a goldfish to play chess. Negotiations start to begin. Or do they?
I ain't got time for this.
I'm here to help you.
Okay, well, you have a really, really bad attitude. It's like you don't like your job. If you don't like your job, you shouldn't work here, sweetheart. I'm sorry, you really shouldn't.
I haven't even talked. I said I could go 150.
The way you treat your customers is so disrespectful.
I actually asked
It's so disrespectful. Well, I'm sorry. I told you, I can't take 150.
You know it's disrespectful?
Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk.
Have a good day.
You were too silly.
So are you.
Don't touch my stuff. You were so silly.
If you want me to...
It's a bargain battle royale. Now the woman wants $165, but Ashley's all like, I'll give you $150, and it's a standoff. Then, boom, attitude explosion. The woman's throwing verbal haymakers like it's a boxing match. Ashley's like, hold up, honey, don't sass the cashier. But the woman's not backing down, even if it means storming out in a huff.
Want me to help you? Your worst mistake is to tell me off.
I could take my business somewhere else.
Are you a lady or are you a baby?
Excuse me, sweetheart.
About it.
I'm running the next store.
You think you're really gonna be able to handle that?
I did this one. I did all the heavy lifting with him.
You coming to the door like you gonna do something?
Goodbye, ma'am. You need to go.
You don't know me, bitch. You looking at me like you want to do something? Do something.
We get folks of all kind, happy, sad.
Bye. Bye.
What more can we do, you know?
Walk away with a smile.
Talk about a grand finale, folks. The woman's on her way out, but not without some parting shots. Now she's throwing shade like it's confetti, calling everyone out like it's a reality TV showdown. But in the end, it's all smiles for Ashley and her crew as they bid adieu to the drama and welcome the next wacky adventure in the pawn shop saga. In the end, Robert storms out, swearing never to return like some kind of reality TV diva. Classic entertainment, folks. You couldn't make any of this up if you tried.
You looking at, mother? Get the off me, man. Hey, what the you look?
I need my $20. $100.
No, Mama, calm down.
You won't believe how much this customer did when he couldn't take in the truth.
Get the out of here, man.
Get the out of here.
Why are you standing behind me?
It's a bright and sunny day at the pawn shop, But hold on to your hats, because we're in for a wild ride. This cool and laid-back Albanian dude strolls in with a bunch of ancient comic books. When I say cool, I mean it. Like, look at this.
Bless. Ganti, how you doing?
What's your name?
Ganti.
Genti?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
He's got dollar signs in his eyes, thinking they're worth a fortune. But is he in for a surprise or what? Les and Ashley, the shop owners, give them their usual warm welcome. The customer proudly showcases his prized comics, claiming they're from the groovy 70s and in mint condition. He's even bold enough to demand a whopping $2,000 for the lot. What? They are shocked.
How much did you want for him?
I was looking around 2,000, man.
$2,000.
But our savvy Ashley ain't falling for it. She spots the bent corners and unimpressive preservation, grilling the customer about their sorry state. Poor fella, he's speechless. Didn't see that coming, did he?
Do you see the edges?
That's just one of them. Come on.
No, actually, that's all.
Ashley cuts straight to the chase and offers a jaw-dropping $5 for the entire stack. Yep, you heard it right. A gigantic drop from his lofty $2,000 expectation. Naturally, our customer isn't happy with the lowball and tries to haggle. But kudos to Ashley and Les. They hold their ground, eventually nudging the price up to a massive $6.
Come on, you guys just work with me a little bit. Give me something, you know what I mean?
6?
And that's when things go from zero to chaos. Our previously calm customer suddenly loses it, accusing the shop of playing mind games. Leslie tries to calm him down, reassuring him they're not joking around. But no, he won't take their word for it. He insists on verifying the authenticity of the comics, and Ashley's response takes him to new levels of shock.
From the 1970s.
So am I.
I don't go where you.
Oh boy, buckle up, because it's all downhill from here. The customer starts swearing up a storm, slamming the table like a man possessed. He's convinced he's being duped, and boy is he fuming.
Like you're playing me right now, because I know this is worth way more than $6.
The situation gets so out of hand that a burly bodyguard has to step in and escort him out. But wait, there's more. Right before leaving, he pulls a move that really ticks off another customer. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Get the off me. Hey, what the you look? Come here.
Next thing you know, we're witnessing an impromptu street brawl right inside the shop. These two customers throw punches like they're in a heavyweight championship match. And let me tell you, it's a hilarious sight to behold.
Come on, fuck me. You little bitch.
Eventually, the bodyguards swoop in like superheroes and drag both fighters out. Man, talk about a show. After the dust settles, our Albanian friend tries to save face with a final quip. I'm Albanian, baby. Well, my friend, you certainly lived up to that fiery reputation of yours. What a roller coaster of a pawn shop experience, folks. Next up, just another regular day at the pawn shop. People coming and going. Some happy, some not so much.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me prove my point.
Now here's a guy who walks in hoping to get a loan of $100 for his gold chain. And you know what? The receptionist happily agrees. Loan approved, right?
How much would you like?
$100.
Okay. I can do the $100.
Well, hold your horses, because this is where things go haywire. This customer seems all polite and even hands over his ID for verification. But then he brings up this 20% business, as it's written on the sign right there. The receptionist is completely lost, and the customer starts explaining how he should get 20% added to the $100 loan, making it $120.
Put my 20%, right?
What 20%, sir?
The sign right here say I get 20%.
But the poor receptionist has no clue what he's talking about. Politeness goes out the window, folks. The man's anger instantly flares up when he realizes the receptionist is clueless. He asks her if she's ever seen the sign in her life, and boy does he point it out right in front of the shop. Talk about intense.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is you serious?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you ain't never seen the sign?
Now, this angry customer won't let it go. His voice keeps getting louder, drawing everyone's attention in the shop.
I'm supposed to get 20%. You said you gonna give me 100. I get 20% of 100.
We see as the bodyguard's on alert, and even Seth, the boss, steps out of his office to see what the commotion is all about. The man keeps angrily repeating that he's supposed to get that 20% with $100. When the receptionist refuses to budge, he demands to see the manager. Seth steps up and asks the customer to read the sign again. he patiently explains what it actually means.
At another pawn shop, bring me in the ticket, and when you take it out of that pawn shop, I'll give you 20.
But does our furious customer listen? No way. He's sticking to his guns, dead set on his demands. He even goes back and snatches the sign to show it to the receptionist and Seth. You can practically feel the tension, folks. If Seth wasn't behind that glass, this guy might have thrown a punch. Clearly, he's not thinking straight. That's when the bodyguard steps in and takes the sign away from him.
Hey, straight up, my man, let this go. Let this go. 20%.
The angry customer doesn't even give Seth a chance to explain. Oh boy, talk about rage blinding a person. This irate customer keeps shouting in the shop, demanding his 20%, hoping someone will back him up.
Sir.
Why?
Well, because you're
false advertising. I guess you think
You're not letting.
But here's where things escalate. This customer challenges Seth to step out of his glass office and face him like a man. Whoa, the temperature's rising in here. But Seth's having none of it. He tells him to get out since he's causing a ruckus. And you know what happens next? He gets escorted out by the bodyguard. And get this, he tries to take the sign with him.
I'm getting something out this, bro. You down for the sign, my man. I'm about to take you down.
Gotta admit, that's a bit hilarious. But the bodyguard quickly snatches it back, and the customer keeps cursing as he leaves the shop. But wait, there's more. To show his anger, this guy grabs a harmless plant and throws it on the ground.
$20 worth right there, bitches.
Oh, man. What did the plant do to him?
Seriously, what did the plant ever do to you, man? And off he angrily storms away. It's never a dull day around here, is it? This next lady has real poor luck, but it does not excuse her behavior.
Wait a minute. The door's right there. Have a good day.
Cause you got a big dude, you think you hot?
So this lady storms into the store demanding her stuff back, which happens to be just 2 TVs. The receptionist asks her for some ID and tickets as proof, but this lady is completely clueless.
I need your ID or the tickets. My what?
She doesn't have any of those things, and here comes the shocker. Her boyfriend pawned off her belongings. Can you believe it? Now she wants them back, and it's a pretty messed up situation to be honest. She explains to the receptionist that she can't provide the required documents because her no-good boyfriend isn't even around anymore. He left her high and dry. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now Ashley, who overhears the whole thing, initially sympathizes with this poor girl. But hold up, that sympathy doesn't last for long, and for good reason.
I feel terrible for her, but I can't help her without her ticket.
This customer suddenly loses her mind, like all the anger in the world has consumed her. And guess what she does next? Brace yourselves, people. She starts yelling and banging on the glass window, demanding her precious TV.
Don't bang on my window!
Seriously, that's not how you get things done. Even if someone is trying to help you, no one will tolerate that kind of behavior. Ashley, understandably furious, tells her to back off. The situation gets so heated that Ashley has to step out of the room to confront this unruly customer. And guess what? This lady has the audacity to threaten Ashley. Well, Ashley isn't one to back down, so she tells her to get the heck out of the shop. This customer is beyond crazy, I tell you. It seems like she had a truckload of problems even before she set foot in the store.
What? I dare you.
Now, the bodyguard steps in to escort her out, but oh boy, this girl goes on a rampage. She knocks over everything in her path, completely enraged. Come on, girl, you seriously need to chill out.
Bye!
Finally, they manage to get her out of the shop, but you won't believe what happens next. Unlike the previous guy who threw a plant, this woman tries not once, not twice, but 3 freaking times to break back into the store. I mean, seriously, woman, get a grip on yourself. This is just embarrassing for everyone involved.
But damn it, we're not your local psychologist neither.
Even the bodyguard has had enough at this point, and he can only imagine what kind of crazy exchange must have taken place. Man, oh man, what a wild scene that must have been. This next guy is the most polite guy you'll see, but things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong, and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV. You can pawn your TV.
What the I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
It's not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
push your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
My face.
Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in
No, you got me.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground, WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks. Well, the last person on this list is no less than any other irrational person than earlier.
If the item was worth the money, I would give her money, but he was a loudmouth.
It's just another ordinary day at the shop when this woman walks in, hoping to make some quick cash by selling her jewelry. Pretty common scenario, right?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, this particular woman already seems a bit agitated as she approaches the counter to sell her rose gold earrings. Les, the shopkeeper, takes a look at the earrings and bluntly informs her that the color is not real. Surprise, surprise.
I can feel you.
Okay, so what's up?
They're not real.
The woman didn't see that coming. Les goes on to explain why the color is faded, indicating that the earrings are not made of real gold. Now, you'd expect her to accept the reality and move on, right? Nope, not this lady. Instead, she comes up with a lame response like, well, duh, that's because it's rose gold. Seriously? I mean, it's common knowledge that when the color starts fading on real gold, it's a clear sign that it's not genuine. But this woman insists it's two-tone rose gold, while Les insists it's just some base metal.
They were just base metal. It's not gold. Base metal is going to turn colors when you put chemicals on it.
Come on, lady, listen to the expert here instead of getting all rude. The fact is, base metal changes colors, not real gold. It's pretty clear that this woman just wants some money and has the audacity to demand $200 for those earrings. And as if being rude wasn't enough, she starts hurling abuse at poor Les.
That real rose gold f***ing earrings, man, I need $200 right now. What the f*** is the...
Talk about being confused and disrespected. I can't blame Les for not taking that kind of nonsense. So the bodyguard steps in to escort the woman out of the shop. But guess what? She keeps insisting that she wants her money and even asks the bodyguard to check the earrings again. Seriously, lady, drop it already. Here's the funny part, and you'll never guess what Les did next.
Yeah.
You want me to wrap these up?
Yes, he did that. I mean, why bother with someone who refuses to listen, right? Eventually, the woman is escorted out by Les and the bodyguard. But she doesn't give up that easily. She actually tries to break into the shop not once, Not twice, but 3 times. I can't help but feel secondhand embarrassment for her. It's like witnessing pure insanity.
He's out.
In conclusion, this woman's behavior was out of line. Instead of accepting the truth and moving on, she chose to be rude, abusive, and persistent. It's a good thing Les and the bodyguard stood their ground and didn't let her disrupt the shop. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future.
My dad truly believed that this glass could be something.
Space for years.
And you never know what surprises will walk through that door. Today we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. Our friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top Cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a
50 grand?
30.
One time. 50. 30. I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
A really awesome electric guitar with just 15 of its kind out there. A customer with some not-so-real stones to sell. A souped-up truck with a twist rolls in for sale. A bedazzled watch full of diamonds crosses paths with Les. Goons try to cheat Les out of paintings and some cold hard cash. And several vintage guitars come up for sale. These are times when rare items showed up on Hardcore Pawn. To start it all off, we've got this customer who brought in a set of stones her grandmother stashed away, hoping she can sell it to finance the said grandmother's funeral.
Crystal, very nice to meet you.
Crystal, I'm
This is
Ashley.
How you doing, Ashley?
Hi, how are
So
you?
what you got?
I have these bag of stones that I found out of my grandmother's house. She just passed not too long ago.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
Since they look so much like glass and felt like it too, Ashley felt the whole endeavor was practically hopeless. And if the decision were up to her, she probably would have turned the lady away immediately.
I really don't want to give these away because I wanted them myself. But, I mean, I have to do what I have to do.
Let me come back in a few hours. I'll let you know what they are and how much they're worth. Because if it's just glass, I mean, I'll try to help you as much as we can.
Right.
Ashley tried to table her concerns about the gems to her father, who refused to listen since he thought otherwise.
Dad,
What?
this is a waste of time. This could be costume jewelry.
Yeah, it could be, but I think some of these are real. I'm going to show it to Bob. He'll make the final call. So this woman with these stones is coming back. Okay. Do me a favor. Appraise them. Tell me what they are.
With a gemologist there to help, Les could pursue the feeling he's got about the crystals without having to outsource and waste more time in the process.
Holy, oh my God.
What is it?
Check it out.
Holy.
Although some of the gems turn out to be fake, it seemed that they've managed to find themselves a true rare gem out of the lot.
I don't even know how to break this news. This sponge right here is glass. This is a Burmese ruby.
So we'll be able to give you $10,000.
This definitely wouldn't have happened if Les had listened to Ashley. Fortunately for the lady, Les was quite insistent. If not, things could have taken another turn.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much. Thank you.
This customer rolled in with a very awesome looking car from a company that could only make just 15 of it before they eventually went under.
Oh, wow. What do we got?
This is a 1981 Bradley GT Type 2 electric.
It's vintage and it's definitely rare, but Seth couldn't help but get pretty concerned about it due to the little scrapes and scratches that he found on the machine. And another cause for concern would be any potential part damage from usage.
Wear on it. Like, how would you even find replacement parts for it?
Well, actually, the chassis parts are all Volkswagen, easily replaced.
I'm a huge car buff. This is the Motor City. So when a customer comes in with a 1981 Bradley electric car, it's gonna pique my curiosity.
After a very thorough search on the internet, Seth found out the car was actually as rare as the man said it was. The only issue, though, is the fact that it's worth next to nothing.
There's only 50 ever created, right? So I can appreciate the fact that you want 50,000 for it. The one that I saw selling was under 10K.
There's no way the seller's going to take that deal unless he's in dire need of money, so it just seems as if Seth is trying to chase him off.
Yeah, I just can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's a cool car.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. So
Appreciate it. Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
Yep.
The store has had a lot of rare vehicles brought in, but this truck is definitely one of the coolest, if not the best yet.
How you doing? Nice to see you.
Wow-wee. That's the biggest truck I have ever seen.
It'll be a thrill to take a ride in this beautiful behemoth, so it's quite easy to understand how Les and Seth were feeling as they got to ride in the truck.
What makes it kind of fun is you can always play with the steering on it, then you can freak people out going sideways.
Oh, geez.
Awesome.
The extra controls out back was just too cool to be true, and Seth wanted to do the honors by testing it out himself.
Turn.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's good.
Hey,
I'm good. I'm good.
Whoa!
As they settled in to negotiate on the price of the truck, it was quite obvious that the truck would be worth a back-bending amount.
Real costs, the painting.
So 70 grand wouldn't buy it.
No, sorry.
80.
Seth really thought his father was going to go for the deal despite the big figure involved, so he kept on sending scathing glances his way. Thankfully, Les managed to pick up on the cue.
I would love to drive it in the winter. I would love to drive it in the summer. I'd like to drive it in the spring. I'd like to drive it in the fall. 90 grand.
95, we'll do it.
Come on, let's go.
The truck might be super nice to have and ride around in, but to sell it might be really difficult to do. After all, there's no way anyone would actually think to waste that amount on a ride unless they're super rich.
The way to do business is to invest in stuff.
Yeah, but you're investing in something that you thought was cool, not something that we can actually make some money on.
Seth, it's cool. There's no doubt about it.
This customer brought in a really nice high-end watch that he's got that's been completely bedazzled with numerous tiny diamonds.
Beautiful watch.
Okay, tell me a little about it.
Well, I traded this watch about 2.5, 3 months ago. Very high-end watch.
How much did you want for it, sir?
I would like to get 36,000.
It looks nice and all, but Les felt there was something wrong when he noticed the state of some of the parts of the watch and how worn out it was.
Okay. We get a lot of counterfeits around. So can you come back in about an hour?
No problem.
Perfect. I'll see you in about an hour.
Thank you.
To confirm if this deal is worth taking, Les scheduled a meeting with the man for later, using the time he's been afforded to get it checked out.
Tell me. Somebody had it open. You can see how screwed up they made those screws.
9954.
Okay, do me a favor. Tell me if the watch is counterfeit.
Still trying to plan their next move after they got their hands on a couple of super rare paintings. The Golds are dumbfounded when an individual called in claiming the paintings are his.
I apologize for interrupting, but there's a guy on the phone. He says he's the guy who owns the artwork, and he's really pissed.
What line is he on?
With no other option, Les had to talk to this character who's bumbled in to disrupt what could have been the deal of a lifetime.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
About my paintings
Okay.
that Dina Jones and Anthony Erickson brought to you.
Who owns the paintings?
I do.
The guys who brought the painting went even further with the whole scam by making up stories in their bid to convince the man.
So,
Do you know Dina from past dealings?
never.
Well, they've lied to me and told me you knew her dad.
The owners of the property. $425,000.
Let me stop you right there for just a second and tell you the number that you just quoted me is a different number than what they've quoted me.
There's no way he stopped there too. The only reason they came up with the entire scheme was so that they could get more money off of the deal. Of course, Les was about to find out how much that is.
I don't know anything about art. This
Okay.
came to me in a lot.
Okay.
All
Okay.
the information that I have is what I've researched personally and the documentation that they brought up with you.
There's no way Les would let this great opportunity slip past him, so he decided to ask if the deal was still on or not.
Would you be willing to fly to Detroit for the day if we picked up the airfare?
Absolutely, sir. I'm sorry that it started out this way, but
You know what? I don't care how it starts as long as it ends on a positive note.
Nothing says rarer than first-generation items from a popular line, and this guitar could be counted as one of the rarest of its kind.
I got something I want to show you. This is a 1930s, one of the first lap stills that came out from Rickenbacker. Rickenbacker made some of the first electric guitars.
Okay.
Karen was genuinely interested in seeing the guy playing it, and Les wanted to see if the guitar was even functioning properly, so they let him have a go at it.
I really want to see you play it. Give it all you got. Why do you want to sell it?
Good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah, why?
The mortgage is due again. This is the first of the...
Ain't that a bitch, you know?
At least now they know that he's willing to sell something so precious. But the most important question of all, how much is he hoping to sell it for?
How much you want for this thing?
I want $2,000 for it.
Why?
Because this is one of the first lap stills ever made.
Who cares? $950. You wouldn't take it?
That's just downright disrespectful in a way, but since the customer needed the money pretty badly, he had no option other than to bear with it.
We went online and we realized that these guitars aren't selling. I don't have a long time to hold out on an item. We need to buy it, turn it, make a profit.
Seeing his chance of getting the much-needed cash slowly drift away, the man tried to lower his price by just a bit.
So if I offered you $400, I wouldn't do it.
You want to give me $600?
Trying to help you out.
I know, but...
$400?
No.
In this episode, this customer brought in a really nice-looking van with a very gritty history.
Good.
I'm Les.
Ja.
What the hell is it?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
Just like anybody else, Les couldn't help but want to see what lay behind the doors of this unique van.
See inside.
Sure. Well, you either love it or hate it.
I love it. This is definitely a piece of Detroit.
He's asking for something within the hundreds of thousands range, and despite this van being a museum-quality item, that's just too expensive. Les has to think deeply to know if he wants to take this very risky step or not.
What a find. This could be huge, but I want a second opinion to cover my bases.
A little creepy, huh?
I think it's cool.
There's no question it's cool.
How much are you looking for?
6 figures.
And now they've encountered the hurdle that had their father running back in to inform them about the deal.
So 10,000 ain't gonna buy it.
No, I'm in the 6-figure range.
20 grand?
No.
His persistence seemed to have worked out as hoped, since the seller has decided to lessen the price for the vehicle, and by a great margin too.
50 grand?
30.
One time. 50.
30.
I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
Faced with crushing bills and without the means to pay them, this lady and her son had no choice but to bring these precious guitars in their possession.
We all got them.
These were my great uncle's guitars.
So, these were your uncle's?
Yes.
With tears in her eyes, the woman seemed quite reluctant to hand it over. After all, it's something she got from a deceased family member. But faced with a choice of either losing their house or keeping these items, it's obvious which option that she would choose.
How much do you need?
3,500 would put our bills intact. I'm sorry.
No, you're all right. You're all right. Whoever had them enjoyed them.
After checking the guitar out himself, without preliminary knowledge whatsoever, he knew this guitar was definitely something nice, and since Les wasn't around, all he could do was offer within the limit and hope for the best.
18?
18 will be okay.
You seem happy.
This man brought in his 1972 Cadillac, hoping he could get something for it after years of having had it in his possession.
How you doing?
Hiya.
What brings you in?
I'm here to sell my 1972 Cadillac Eldorado.
Seth tried to check the interior of the car, only to discover it isn't exactly as broken in as he said it was.
Is the car breaking?
Oh, no.
It's falling apart.
Yeah, no, don't do that. No, it's old. Look.
Barely broken in.
Look at that color.
The guy's just trying too hard at this point, but smells and the like can be fixed later. But is everything okay with the engine?
How much are you looking for?
23,000.
Really? Why?
This car is an award winner. Yeah.
The car is definitely unique, but from the supposed smell and all, it's just too much work to actually get something for that price that'll still cost more money in order to get it to tip-top shape.
You know, but we're actually not interested. Are you interested?
I mean, standing this far back, I smell it. I'm sorry. I can't sell something like this. Sorry about that.
So Josh walks into the pawn shop with this singlet looking like he wore it backwards. Now, there's a really timid-looking young lady behind him who doesn't look happy at all. Well, that's none of Seth's business. All he's got to do is appraise the ring and get some money out of it. Clearly, the Thai guy doesn't get how the market works. I mean, we get that he's in desperate need of money, but the pawn shop's not going to give him a cent more than what his ring is worth.
I'm Josh. Josh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I got 2 rings here. I got from my neighbor. I bought from her.
Okay.
I'd like to get them checked out.
Why do you need the money?
I need to pay my court fees. I got a DUI, crashed my car. Well, her car. I took her car with a couple friends.
Things become awkward when Josh can't stop shutting his girlfriend up. Like, this dude is just a teen and he's got this kind of an attitude. What's going to become of him when he grows up to be a man? Perhaps he might then go physical with women. Honestly, this is ridiculous. Like, he's at fault for smashing the car, and yet he can't stop running his mouth.
Tell him what it is. No, don't tell me what to do. Stop talking. Stand behind me.
Whoa.
What?
What's the problem?
Tell her to stand behind me.
This overinflated ego giant sack of crap is going to need some disciplining. He isn't even grown, for Christ's sake. Like, where did he learn this nasty attitude from? Now, Seth isn't interested in the transaction anymore. He's already disgusted by this kid's attitude. Honestly, who wouldn't be? I gotta say, it's really satisfying to watch the guard drag him out of the store. You know, if he can't fix his attitude, he shouldn't expect anyone to tolerate him. The simple truth is that girl has got to wake up, and this boy needs to grow up.
Stop talking.
Dude, seriously, why are you such an ass?
No, you need.
No, I don't need to. You're my store. It is my
property.
business. It's not your property.
Do I
She's her
tell
own
your
person.
property what to do? You
Get
shut
out.
the. Make me get out.
Yeah, I will.
Make me get out.
Right now.
Who the are you? Who the are you?
Move on and realize that this guy's a complete tool.
So I'm trying to be a good boyfriend, right?
We bet the staff at the pawn shop love their job, if for nothing else, at least for the drama that happens every day. Now, this is one funny scenario. A friend escorts her friend to the pawn shop only to realize that the laptop her friend wants to sell was stolen from her. Everyone is confused as the two friends who came together get into a fight.
What the hell? You mean to tell me you don't stole my damn laptop and I don't blame them damn kids for this damn laptop? All this damn take my laptop. Oh well, whatever.
I think that these women were fighting.
Now, these women are causing a scene, but they don't care at all. At least the fight's not against the staff of the pawn shop, so Les isn't bothered at all. Just when Les was about to hear the full gist, the friend who successfully got her laptop back came back for a rematch. Les is standing looking lost.
My laptop. You walk your punk ass home, bitch. You had my laptop all this time, and I'm thinking these still. He didn't got my.
The funniest part of it is that the friend who threw things missed them all. She could steal her friend's laptop, but she can't even throw a can at a target? Now, on second thought, this lady's audacity is pretty insane. Did she think that her friend wouldn't notice that it's her laptop, or her friend would just stand there and watch her sell it?
I think that these women were fighting over a laptop.
You know what? We ain't even friends no motherfucking more. You don't come to my house.
At least they weren't yelling at us.
Little bony ass bitch. Walk home. Get money, bitch. Walk home. Walk home.
The man walks in with a unique Native American artifact, and Seth loves it. Things go south when the seller uses Ashley's joke on her. Now, Ashley doesn't like it, and Seth isn't helping matters either. The problem is that Ashley is too emotional to be a businesswoman sometimes. So, the pawn shop loses an artifact because of an innocent joke that was even apologized for. And to think that Ashley started it makes it even more ridiculous.
Good.
How you doing? Got a few Native American artifacts here for you. This is a Tomahawk right here. This is the War Club.
Resembles you, doesn't it?
It's closer to you.
It is, right?
It's the same color hair.
$90?
No, actually, I'm not interested. He was rude, Seth.
He was just joking.
He was not joking.
My sister takes things way too personally.
He was rude.
Why do these guys think they're entitled to money from the pawn shop? Like, there's no law that forces the pawn shop to buy an item from them.
I'm just looking for a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I don't think we're gonna take them, brother.
You say what?
We're not interested.
American jury. Where the is the loan at? Don't try to stare me down either, cause y'all gotta close.
This mother thought he was a badass. As you can see, I'm a badass.
They say to be confident when making an offer, but this guy took his confidence freaking overboard. What part of Les does not need his services does Mark not understand?
Do you have a company out that does any of your, watches your lot or anything like that, takes any of the cars out?
We do.
Okay, how's that working out for you?
It's working out great.
I'd like the opportunity to maybe go over some paperwork with you.
We don't have that problem because we have fences around the building.
Well, we've done a couple other business around here. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. This is gonna be our business as well.
No, it's definitely not going to be. I'm not interested.
You old
Here's
man,
the way
you
it's
and you
gonna
guys
work.
running the zoo right here.
Here's the way it's going to work, sir. You can leave nicely, or we can throw your ass out.
First thing in the morning, and this customer just decided he wanted to mess with Les.
What the hell's going on?
Hey, man, I need some money. I got kicked out. My mama kicked me out last night.
Les saw him when he picked up all those items before bringing it over to meet, so he definitely thinks he could take Les for a fool.
Where did you really get it?
My mom's basement.
Tell me where you really got the vacuum.
My mom's basement, man. Where do you think I got it from, fool?
With how bold this guy's being, even going as far as insulting him, Les couldn't help but get even more furious than he already was.
You think I'm that stupid that I didn't see you pull the off the floor?
You, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it, bald-headed?
It's hard to believe Les actually let him stay that long. Normally, his security personnel would have yeeted the piece of crap out on the lot.
Get out of my store. You understand what I just said?
What are you gonna do if I don't?
Do it.
Keep walking, buddy.
Well, he screwed around and he found out the hard way. Bet he's not going to think about doing that again anytime soon.
You start
dealing with this particular crazy lady, and there's no way she's going to turn back now.
Follow me no more. I won't come back in this bitch. All the motherfucking times I've been coming in here giving y'all my motherfucking and this is how I'm getting treated, y'all.
Les gets this customer who's trying to sell a watch she apparently
won this one, all right?
Well, she read all right, but she didn't quite understand it at all. The customer came in hoping to pawn his rosary, claiming it was an antique.
It's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. Now it's mine, and I'm trying to put you in the game with this crystal.
Just because it's old doesn't make it a really valuable item, but it seems this man doesn't want to acknowledge that at all.
So, how much can I get?
Well, you can't get anything. It's not diamonds, it's not gold, it's just crystals.
Honestly, I think Les has said all there is that needs to be said, but we'll just have to, make things clear. He's got no other choice than to repeat himself.
How much would you pawn this for?
I won't take that in pawn because we only take precious metal.
Well, this is precious.
To you.
To me.
With his demeanor through this whole thing, it's pretty clear at this point that this guy's gonna be trouble.
Work something out, man.
No, I can't take it, I'm sorry.
Well, I think you need to work something out with me, man.
Trying to strong-arm the poor guy isn't exactly the right way to conduct business.
Tell him it's antique, man.
Nope, it's not antique, bro.
I don't want to talk. Me and you.
No deal.
Deal.
No deal.
He's been introduced to the antique expert. Now it's time for the antique expert to introduce him to the door once again.
Let's talk about it on the way out the door.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, brother. Hold on, man. Hold on. I can leave on my own. Hey.
This customer came in to pay off the interest on an item she's pawned earlier, even though it was way past the due date.
How are you?
I don't know, I'm about to see.
Okay, so you want to pay off your interest today?
Yeah.
From how snappy she was being, it was only natural she'd eventually end up on Ashley's bad side.
I owe.
Okay, you owe $50.60.
How much?
$50.60.
Where the that come from?
The moment Ashley told her how much she owed, she went on a very huge rant in a fit of rage.
I owe $50 for
Actually,
my ass.
I didn't know somebody that age knew so many swear words. Like, it was just, wow.
She's speaking so fast that it's really tough to understand what she's trying to say at all. It's like nobody understands the words coming out of her mouth.
Getting riled up and screaming spooks me out.
Okay, well, let's catch up again. Spook that job. Yes, spook that job. What can I say?
Ashley tried to be as patient as possible with her, which is a first if you're new to the show.
It's called Yiddish.
What the is a Yiddish?
Yiddish with a Y.
Well, I understand that either. I understand Ethiopian. How about that?
The customer would eventually wear her patience thin with her obnoxious attitude.
You can pay off your interest. Actually, you have three. You can pay off your
First
interest.
it was one. First it was two. Now it's three. Can you please make up your damn mind and tell me what the I gotta do?
Just like she's always done, Ashley decided to screech her answers back in an attempt to match your energy. since her previous attempts didn't really get very far.
Okay, then go pay $50.60 and come back when you want to.
Where is your boss at?
I'm the boss. Now what?
Looking a bit worse for wear, this customer brought in a set of fur coats.
I'm good. How are you?
Well, actually, I got bills to pay. I'm trying to get rid of some things.
So how much money do you need?
I need about $415.
So $415?
Even without being a professional, it's pretty clear to see that these coats are not made from real fur, to speak less of being made of lamb.
This isn't lamb.
That is lamb.
That's not lamb.
What is that in? That's lamb, honey.
That's not real fur. I'm not gonna take that.
There's no way she's gonna be walking away with what she thought she would, or anything at all for that matter. This is Ashley that we're talking about, and she hasn't taken a fancy to even one of the coats.
I'll take this one. $40.
Who?
$40.
4D? Are you serious? No, you're not serious.
She was trying to milk as much as she could off of that one deal, but Ashley is dead set on her offer.
Okay, give me $80. Come on.
I can't.
Sure you can.
To make sure that things were cool, Byron decided to move closer, the big snuggle bear that he is.
Big boy, I like big boys, yeah. You gonna climb up on you, huh? Yep. I say. Ooh, don't get scared now. Come on, run around with you, baby. Who's that?
Of all the customers he's met, this lady's probably the first one who's walked out of the store in a very jovial mood.
Come on, keep your eyes on prize. Yeah, baby. Took it. Yeah, daddy.
This customer was trying to sell a piece of jewelry that didn't exactly hit the specific weight to make him eligible to get the amount that he wanted to sell it for.
It doesn't weigh enough for us to take it. Ain't no gravity in my...
That's a pretty bold request that he's made, especially to an employee of said store.
He wants me to take my jewelry off and put it with his so I can give him more than $5.
$5. I'm sorry. That's all we can go. We're just not interested.
$5.
We're not interested.
Before he can hold everyone else up, Les manages to get him away from the window.
Thank you.
So I can't get, nothing for it?
Nah.
Ain't nothing gonna work?
We're not interested.
Ain't nothing go with it.
I don't know what else you got to go with it.
I ain't got nothing to go with. I'm asking y'all for something to go with it.
Instead of just getting out of the store after all their business is over, this man decided to take a seat in one of the chairs in the store, which is a big no-no.
No, he can go.
I can't get a little different now. Hold on, man.
Since he was being quite irrational, they decided to carry him out of the store, screaming and kicking.
Can't get what I'm getting for. That's good. That's good.
Let's go for the game,
Beth is used to loud and rude customers, but this is the first time a customer tries to flirt with him. It throws Seth off balance for a second, but he proves that he's a businessman to the bone.
What's your name again?
I'm Seth.
Oh, you cute.
Yeah.
Focus.
Let me see your ring.
Are you married?
I'm good.
That mean you're married?
I'm good.
Seth gives the woman his offer for her items, and she replies with an interesting counteroffer. Neither Seth nor Rich are willing to take up her offer, but Seth might know someone who will at least consider it.
You want to taste it, Rich?
I'm good.
Rich, you just offered.
Dude, listen, I wouldn't move in on your action.
Hey, Rick. Would you suck on that pacifier for $20?
Rick reluctantly rejects the earlier offer, but Seth raises the stakes and makes an offer his employee can't resist. Everyone enjoyed that, even Rick, especially Rick.
I'll buy you lunch for the week.
Ready?
Seth closes a deal with the pacifier-sucking lady, and we can all agree that he made the best of the deal in every way. Would you suck it for $20?
So $300.
Sure.
You want to do it? Great.
Thank you.
For $300, she got a good deal and we got a good deal.
This customer walks in with Travisky crystals. Seth has no idea what the hell these crystals are, but he knows what this woman has is not real.
My grandmother gave me that ring before she passed away, and she told me that they were Travisky crystals.
I'm not interested in your crystals.
No, I'm not going anywhere until you give me some money for my crystals.
Do you not understand English?
The crystals may be fake, but not everything about this lady is fake, and she does her best to make that point to Seth. Me, personally, I'd rather buy a kyber crystal.
Something that's real.
Really?
These right here, they're real. They're real. Can I get some money for those? Are you gonna know what? All this fake ass. You don't know no crystals when you see a mother. Yo.
Have you ever seen a devil walk into a pawn shop? If you haven't, then you're in luck. The next customer to walk in claims that he's the overlord of hell.
Seth.
They call me the devil.
That's some freaky there, boy, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a devil. Sure he was.
Les doesn't care if this man is a 2,000-year-old fallen angel. The pawn shop owner is going to make a deal with the devil if he can make some profit from it.
How long did it take you to get all these tattoos?
Probably 2,000 years.
How old are you?
2,500 years old. Tell me what you give me.
The merchandise is worth scrap value. I could have gotten $650 for this stuff.
I take $650.
I can't give it to you. Sorry.
Two old men come into the store looking to sell a computer that could go for a lot of money, if they sold it in 1997.
We need some money. We're going to out west. We killed all the deer in Michigan, so we got to go out for bigger and better stuff.
Most people don't get that aggravated when they bring in, like, ancient artifacts.
Yeah, people collect these.
Oh, they're antiques now.
Both men don't want to leave without any money, but one look at security changes their mind. But that doesn't stop them from stringing along a list of profanities at Les and Seth.
0. How many times do I need to tell you? We're not interested in. Leave the store. I'm not taking it. Have a good day.
Usually things calm down once the noisy customers are thrown out, but this time it gets even more chaotic. We're even treated to an unexpected showdown.
I did not drop it on accident, man. I didn't break it. I thought it was you, man.
Oh, that's good.
Two men come into the store and make the weirdest purchases. While Les is happy to make sales, his curiosity gets the better of him. You certainly won't believe what these men want with these items.
I was looking at the chainsaws over here.
We have chainsaws.
Can you make us a deal on both of them?
Sure I can. So what's all this stuff for?
Home defense.
What? Is that what
The
you
zombie apocalypse is coming.
Where other people see weird men, Les sees dollar bills. The veteran pawn shop owner goes into full salesman mode and makes even more profit from the hardcore zombie killers.
Zombie apocalypse? But you know what? As long as they were buying, I'll listen to any bullshit they have to throw at me. Thank you very much. I'll have my guys write you up.
I think we got a pretty good zombie kit today.
Got us some chainsaws.
You know what, Rich? You, get out of the store.
Thank you.
Seriously? You just came right in the middle of my sale like that?
We sold it, right?
Right.
That's what matters.
Yes, it does. I cannot wait till Uncle Les comes back.
Well, ask one more time. Did you say get out of my way, you bitch?
It's been brought to my attention that you have told Linda to get away from me, you bitch.
Prove it. I ain't did nothing.
Les is pissed with the gutsy move Tony pulled when he refuses to speak the truth, asking for proof instead.
Tell me the truth.
I did nothing but sold it, coat to a customer of mine.
Les tries to make Tony confess by taking what he considers a softer approach.
Tell me the truth and you'll be okay.
It don't matter. I'm gonna lose anyway. It's ridiculous to me. Whatever y'all gonna do, man.
What kind of attitude you got with me?
It ain't you. Come on, man. You know what I'm going through out here. You know what she's doing on purpose.
Do I give a as long as you make the sales?
I make the sale.
After trying one last time, Les manages to get a confession out of Tony.
Well, ask one more time. Did you say get out of my way, you bitch?
I told him to be a long bitch. Get the real line.
Since he confirmed he did violate the rules, Tony bags himself a suspension.
All right. See you Saturday.
Although he successfully delivered punishment to Tony, Les failed as a boss when he refused to try to know what could have led to the issue.
How many chances can I give this guy? Ashley, how many chances can I give you?
Me?
You!
Seth calls in Ashley, Seth, and Karen over to his office to go over the results he got from their mystery shopper. While making rounds through the shop, Les finds out Rich wasn't in his post.
Where the hell is he? Rich!
Seeing that Rich had left the business in a bid for pleasure, Les calls him over for a chat in his office.
I'm looking for you in layaway. Where the hell are you?
I gotta sit in layaway all day long and just wait for something to happen? I needed to take care of something that was out on the floor.
Les threatens to fire Rich, who had been a loyal employee at the shop for over 20 years. Karen attends to a couple who come in looking to buy a ring.
Can I try it on?
You sure can.
It's
like
beautiful.
The lady seems to think the ring isn't the right fit, so she asks to see more before she can make her choice.
What about the color and clarity?
It's a white gold band. You're looking at about a carat.
Karen, being as helpful as she can, tries her best to give the details of the ring the lady picked. However, she seemed a little bit unsure with the way she was explaining, so Ashley approached with the hopes of helping.
Yeah, it's round stones.
Oh yeah, these are round stones, and these are all G color, VS clarity.
How much about for that one?
This one is going
1,000.
Karen tries to tell Ashley off since she believed she was trying to snatch the deal away from her.
You want to show her this one? Explain it to her.
Sure. This is round stones, baguettes in the center here.
Could you tell me a little bit about the color and the clarity on that one?
Actually, here you go.
Yeah, these are G color. The radiant of the round diamonds are gorgeous.
Ashley manages to snatch the sale by pitching in without consulting Karen, who started the whole thing, leading to her having an even more unfavorable impression of her.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead and walk over to the window and we'll get it written.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Seriously? You just came right in the middle of my sale like that?
We sold it, right?
That's right.
That's what matters.
Yes, it does.
The conversation starts normally enough. You might even call it pleasant.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
The intent behind the customer's visit to the shop is adorable, but the valuation of her gadget is high. It's worth less than $500 to Ashley. How much would she be willing to give to the devoted girlfriend?
Oh, I should give yes. This is a pad. I should barely get like 500 for it.
I need a laptop. This has happened before. I'm waiting for 20 minutes and Roddy doesn't show up to get this laptop, like if he's on break or if he's gone. The manager that I asked didn't come get the laptop, so I'll just...
Leslie decides to fire Justin since his actions breached his trust.
You broke my trust. And because of that, Justin, you're fired. I don't know if Justin did steal anything, but you can't have people that you don't trust.
This attends to a very strange customer who walks into the shop with an imaginary companion. A man walks into the shop with hopes of trading in his faulty phone for another.
Hey, what's up, dog?
How you doing?
I just got this phone that I bought here like 2-3 days ago, and that...
Did you download a camera function?
No, it clearly got a camera. Why would I have to download it?
Just asking.
The customer reveals he didn't bring a receipt with him. A very fatal mistake.
Receipt?
Just get me enough. That's all I'm asking for.
As soon as you give me that receipt, I can see what I can do for you.
So
Clearly, I have
you
to tell
need to
you
fix this
that
or...
without the receipt, there's nothing I can do for you. And getting...
Somebody.
Rich tries to turn the man away. However, he remains unrelenting.
Let's go. Yeah, you did, cuz.
What kind of phone is it?
It's an iPhone, clearly.
Yeah, but we haven't had one of those out for sale since I've been here in 6 months.
I mean, I just seen you in 2 weeks.
The customer tried to point out the employee who sold him the phone. However, he outed himself as a liar when he made mention of a time frame different from the one he called out earlier.
Yes, I clearly did.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on over here. You can go back to selling that computer.
No, hold on.
No. Don't touch him and let him go.
Man, you and your Mohawk, shut the hell up.
My Mohawk doesn't talk.
I talked to the manager or somebody.
The goatee is the manager, and he's telling you to either give me a receipt or get the hell.
Without any evidence to back the man's claim, Rich asks him to take his lead.
These phones right here, what about that one right there? Did that one work?
Pull the things up over your ears a little because you clearly can't hear me.
There, it's off. Phone work. It's a simple question. Does phone work?
You know what? Can you go show him how it works? Take a picture out in the parking lot.
Having had enough of his rude countenance, Rich asks for help in kicking the man out.
Okay, just don't touch me then. I'm gonna be back. I'm coming for my money. Clear?
Send me a picture of the receipt from...
...of selling a fake item to her.
This smell like chinchilla to you?
How much did you spend? Do you remember that?
I know I spent the grip.
Ashley tries to get a handle on after the customer revealed how she came to the conclusion that the item was a fake. Ashley denies having sold the item to her, heading over to the redemption section of the shop to reclaim a ring. Les decides to head over to confront the woman who had taken to harassing his employee when she failed to pay.
First thing in the morning, and this customer just decided he wanted to mess with Les.
What the hell's going on?
Hey, man, I need some money. I got kicked out. My mama kicked me out last night.
Les saw him when he picked up all those items before bringing it over to meet, so he definitely thinks he could take Les for a fool.
Where did you really get it?
My mom's basement.
Tell me where you really got the vacuum.
My mom's basement, man. Where do you think I got it from, fool?
With how bold this guy's being, even going as far as insulting him, Les couldn't help but get even more furious than he already was.
You think I'm that stupid that I didn't see you pull the off the floor?
You, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it, bald-headed?
It's hard to believe Les actually let him stay that long. Normally, his security personnel would have yeeted the piece of crap out on the lot.
Get out of my store. You understand what I just said?
What are you gonna do if I don't?
Do it.
Keep walking, buddy.
Well, he screwed around and he found out the hard way. Bet he's not gonna think about doing that again anytime soon.
You start stealing stuff from my store, it's time for your ass to be thrown out. Oh, your pants are falling down, buddy.
Now, if you thought that was crazy, wait till you see this lady. Nikki's about had enough with this chick, but she still does a stellar job trying to explain to this lady what's going on. Psycho chick here clearly didn't like the answer that she got, so she immediately tried to cuss Nikki out. Here's another time Nikki had to deal with another crazy customer who came in to make some very unreasonable demands.
My what?
ID or your ticket.
I don't have no ticket or no ID. My stuff was stolen and pawned.
So what's the point of getting her name when she wasn't the one who pawned the item in the first place? It just makes no sense.
We need him or the tickets. Or
What you need him for? He ain't even nowhere around.
Is it his neck?
Boosie, I'ma call you back.
If her grown boyfriend doesn't know his way around, how did he make his way to the store then? And if she really was in the right mental space, she should have known that she could just, bring him along.
Well, you have to make a police report.
I need my stuff. A police report. Do it like I called the police.
Since she clearly said it was stolen, a police report would have been the next best thing to do, apart from getting the thieves to come get it for her instead of going on a crazy rant. But if it was rational, we wouldn't be covering it.
So did you make a police report?
Can't do it back here?
I'm not the police.
Look, I just want my...
Ashley's not one to back down from the challenge, so when this lady threatened to get violent with her, she immediately stepped up to that challenge. Hashtag popcorn.
I'm not leaving out of here. I get my now. I'm not leaving out here till I get my...
The door's right there.
Seems she was at least conscious enough to know that there's no way she could ever dare touch Ashley with security around.
Kathleen!
Okay.
Oh, please.
Bye. See ya.
No.
Next up is this crazy lady who came in yelling her lungs out in the store without minding the fact that she'd be inconveniencing others with her really loud bellows. Also, she might want to choke down a mint. I could smell that crap from here.
Me like that either. Who the hell you think you talking to? No, I'm talking to you. You know what? I'm gonna come and show your bitch ass.
If she knew she wanted privacy, then she could have tried to, make her call more freaking discreet.
Ma'am.
Hold on. Hey, lady, miss.
This is our...
Don't follow me. Do not follow me.
Okay, well, I can't have you screaming like this, so what do you want me to do?
You know what? Hold on. Let me finish with this lady, because I don't know who the she is.
When Ashley incessantly begged her, she finally decided to end the call. Unfortunately, that didn't stop her from continuing to yell at the top of her lungs. Some babies just need a bottle and a burping.
Miss, get somebody to help me, please.
What do you need help with?
I need some help with my rings right here.
Take off your ring?
Wait, you just walking up on me, like, can you see my rings? I don't even know who you is.
Ashley decided to adopt a really funny tactic in dealing with this particular crazy lady. She decided to annoy her until she leaves. If only that worked with my in-laws.
Can somebody else help me? Because you...
Ma'am, I can help you walk out the door.
No, you're not gonna help me walk out the door, because I'm not going out the door until I get some help. That's what I came in here for. Now, can somebody help me other than you?
No.
Ashley seemed to be having fun dealing with this particular crazy lady, and there's no way she's gonna turn back now.
Follow me no more. I won't come back in this bitch. All the motherfucking times I've been coming in here giving y'all my motherfucking and this is how I'm getting treated, y'all.
Plus, kids, this customer, who's trying to sell a watch she apparently...
That's the bitch won this one, all right?
Ever came in hoping to pawn his rosary, claiming it was an antique.
It's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. Now it's mine, and I'm trying to put you in the game with this crystal.
Just because it's old doesn't make it a really valuable item, but it seems this man doesn't want to acknowledge that at all.
So, how much can I get?
Well, you can't get anything. It's not diamonds, it's not gold, it's just crystals.
Honestly, I think Les has said all there is that needs to be said, but we'll just have to, make things clear. He's got no other choice than to repeat himself.
How much would you pawn this for?
I won't take that in pawn because we only take precious metal.
Well, this is precious.
To you.
To me.
With his demeanor through this whole thing, it's pretty clear at this point that this guy's gonna be trouble.
Work something out, man.
No, I can't take it, I'm sorry.
Well, I think you need to work something out with me, man.
Trying to strong-arm the poor guy isn't exactly the right way to conduct business.
Tell him it's antique, man.
Nope, it's not antique, bro.
I don't want to talk. Me and you.
No deal.
Deal.
No deal.
He's been introduced to the antique expert. Now it's time for the antique expert to introduce him to the door once again.
Let's talk about it on the way out the door.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Look, hold on, man. Hold on. I can leave on my own. Hey.
This customer came in to pay off the interest on an item she's pawned earlier, even though it was way past the due date.
How are you?
I don't know. I'm about to see.
Okay, so you want to pay off your interest today?
Yeah.
From how snappy she was being, it was only natural she'd eventually end up on Ashley's bad side.
I owe.
Okay, you owe $50.60.
How much?
$50.60.
Where the that come from?
The moment Ashley told her how much she owed, she went on a very huge rant in a fit of rage.
I owe $50 for
Actually,
my ass.
I didn't know somebody that age knew so many swear words. Like, it was just, wow.
She's speaking so fast that it's really tough to understand what she's trying to say at all. It's like nobody understands the words coming out of her mouth.
Getting riled up and screaming spooks me out.
Okay, well, let's catch up again. Spook that job. Yes, spook that job. What can I say?
Ashley tried to be as patient as possible with her, which is a first if you're new to the show.
It's called Yiddish.
What the is a Yiddish?
Yiddish with a Y.
Well, I understand that either. I understand Ethiopian. How about that?
The customer would eventually wear her patience thin with her obnoxious attitude.
You can pay off your interest. Actually, you have three. You can pay off your
First
interest.
it was one. First it was two. Now it's three. Can you please make up your damn mind and tell me what the I got to do?
Just like she's always done, Ashley decided to screech her answers back in an attempt to match her energy, since her previous attempts didn't really get very far.
Okay, then go pay $50.60 and come back when you want to.
Where the is your boss at?
I'm the boss. Now what?
Looking a bit worse for wear, this customer brought in a set of fur coats.
I'm good. How are you?
Well, actually, I got bills to pay. I'm trying to get rid of some things.
So how much money do you need?
I need about $415.
So $415?
Even without being a professional, it's pretty clear to see that these coats are not made from real fur, to speak less of being made of lamb.
This isn't lamb.
That is lamb.
That's not lamb.
What is that in? That's lamb, honey.
That's not real fur. I'm not gonna take that.
There's no way she's gonna be walking away with what she thought she would, or anything at all for that matter. This is Ashley that we're talking about, and she hasn't taken a fancy to even one of the coats.
I'll take this one. $40.
Who?
$40.
4D? Are you serious? No, you're not serious.
She was trying to milk as much as she could off of that one deal, but Ashley is dead set on her offer.
Okay, give me $80. Come on.
I can't.
Sure you can.
To make sure that things were cool, Byron decided to move closer, the big snuggle bear that he is.
Big boy, I like big boys, yeah. You gonna climb up on you, huh?
Yep.
I say. Ooh, don't get scared now. Come on, Red Ride.
Follow Big Daddy.
Who's Daddy?
Of all the customers he's met, this lady's probably the first one who's walked out of the store in a very jovial mood.
Come on, keep your eyes on prize.
Yeah, baby. Took it. Yeah, Daddy.
This customer was trying to sell a piece of jewelry that didn't exactly hit the specific weight to make him eligible to get the amount that he wanted to sell it for.
It doesn't weigh enough for us to take it.
Ain't no gravity in my...
That's a pretty bold request that he's made, especially to an employee of said store.
He wants me to take my jewelry off and put it with his so I can give him more than $5.
$5.
I'm sorry, that's all we can go. We're just not interested.
$5.
We're not interested.
Before he can hold everyone else up, Les manages to get him away from the window.
Thank you.
So I can't get, nothing
Nothing.
for it?
Nah,
Ain't nothing gonna work?
We're not interested.
Ain't nothing go with it.
I don't know what else you got to go with it.
I ain't got nothing to go with. I'm asking y'all for something to go with it.
Instead of just getting out of the store after all their business is over, this man decided to take a seat in one of the chairs in the store, which is a big no-no.
No, he can go.
I can't get a little bit from that. Hold on, man.
Since he was being quite irrational, they decided to carry him out of the store, screaming and kicking.
Can't get one. Get full. That's bull. That's bull.
Let's go up the game.
The customer decided to bring a stereo that she'd gotten from the store that wasn't in absolutely perfect condition like she thought it would be.
You bought this here?
Yes.
We just want our money back.
The problem is I can't give you a refund. We just don't have that option. I can give you anything else that you want to use. It's not a problem.
Things would have gone quite smoothly if the customer's brother, who decided to tag along, didn't try to complicate things.
That's much more than that.
Man, that's not cool, man. We want our money. They sold my sister some broken merchandise. I don't see no point of pawn shops anyway.
It's pretty clear to see that they can't get a cash refund. After all, it's in the fine print. But this man remains obstinate with his absurd demand.
Well, the problem is we don't refund. That's right on your receipt. So if you'd like to get something else, I have no problem with that.
We want something a whole lot better than what we got.
So you want to spend more money?
Since the customer's brothers made it clear that he plans on making a fool of himself, Les decided to give him a chance to make a choice, or an ultimatum to be precise.
You don't want this. You can take this stuff.
Sir, listen. Sir,
no.
I will be forced to have you
What you
leave
mean for? Who gonna do so?
Immediately after Les gave him his last chance, the man made his choice, which can only mean that he'll be getting himself a one-way ticket out of the store.
No. I don't.
Okay, why don't we come over on this side? Let's come on over on this side. Why don't we come over on this side?
You be like that, man.
They tried to escort him out as calmly as they could, but the man just wouldn't let up.
Now, come on, man. You don't want to be stupid.
They'd eventually reached an agreement and the repair was underway, but the man decided to burst in once again to cause a scene.
No! Get off me, man! No!
All he got in return was his forceful removal, despite the fact that he was kicking and screaming like a little baby.
Thank you very much. All right, man.
I come here all the time, so you just gonna mess it up for me?
I've been thrown out of better places.
After standing around for quite a while, this irate customer had a lot to complain about.
Been here for 2 hours, man. Then they got 11 windows. You got two working. How you doing? I'm finally here, you know what I mean? I've been in the land for like 2 hours.
He'd managed to get his hit in, but actually decided to remain professional through the whole thing, so they could finish up on time.
You'd get out of here a lot quicker if you
Hold on,
signed
what is
it.
this? What is this?
What is what?
This ain't what he told me he was gonna give me.
What did he tell you he was going to give you?
Ashley wouldn't just try to give the man that amount unless that's what has been agreed upon and printed on his slip.
You're not getting 400, you're getting 110.
Okay, well, you can't give me my 400.
Sign that, and
I'm
then I'll
not
give you your
saying
money.
You know what?
Sir.
See, you the type of motherfucker I've been caught outside and cracked you upside your head.
I'd say that's definitely a threat if I've ever heard one, and the people in American Jewelry and Loan don't exactly take kindly to threats.
Listen here, I'm a pimp. I'm a real pimp. I'm a real pimp. I'll put you on. I will put you on. Hold on, you don't gotta walk up on me.
Ashley had definitely had enough of this man and his mess, so she decided she wouldn't be handing him the money that he wanted.
Get your You're gonna talk to me with some respect. I got more women on the street out here hustling, doing things for me every night, every day.
The man clearly didn't take the rejection lightly, but with the security team there to keep him at bay, all he could do was talk up a storm.
How y'all gonna put me up out this motherfucker, man? You feel what I'm saying? I know you just doing your job, big dog, but I drive with BMW, man.
Next up, we've got this customer who had run into some financial issues that needed solving post-haste.
I'm trying to get all my stuff out.
So, what are you looking to do with that?
I'm looking to get $100 for it to help me out.
The deal was underway, but they eventually ran into their first cause for argument when the seller called this very outrageous price.
What the hell is that going to do for you?
$100 will help me move my out. It'll feed my dogs if I have to, wherever I find.
To the seller, $10 probably wouldn't be enough to get him the services he's hoping to enlist with the money, but that's all Seth and Les can offer.
What the do you mean it's going to be a good start? The $10 isn't going to be. Why couldn't you do 50 for this?
Because I could never get 50.
Since he was being pretty rude to him, Les decided to teach him a lesson.
Either you're
and you're up in here disrespecting me, trying to hand my back to me. I'm not having that. No. Are you kidding me right now?
Things would have stopped there if he just decided to take the doll, but what he didn't, Les dropped it, an action that wasn't well received.
If I were to do this, that's disrespecting you.
What the is your problem?
It's pretty clear that he's not welcome at the store, and since they couldn't satisfy his needs, he should have just headed somewhere else.
Pick it up. You want to treat me like a bitch? You're gonna be the bitch. Pick my up. Pick my doll up. Are you insane?
Apart from the usual irate customers, the employees also have to deal with some fraudulent characters trying to rob them of their money.
I need to talk to somebody.
Okay.
Just bought this coat here about a week ago. Riding down the road and the thing just shreds up.
She placed the first hurdle this customer has to cross, the receipt.
Do you have your receipt?
No, isn't this receipt enough?
No, it's not. I need a receipt.
You just seen me here last week.
They've had a lot of customers over that particular issue, so there's definitely no way his face would really stick. And even if it did, he doesn't have a receipt to back up his claims.
All I want is another coat or I want my damn money.
Can't help you unless you have a receipt.
How about I just take one?
It's their policy, and it was set to protect, the business, just like it has now. But this dude clearly wasn't a fan, so he resorted to a somewhat drastic measure.
Take one, then. What do we got?
Byron?
What do we got here?
You want to assist this, sir?
What do we got here?
What's wrong?
I'll take this whole damn wreck.
Hold on, my man.
I'll take this whole wreck. What?
He's messed up with his actions. Byron managed to kick him out before he could kick up more of a fuss.
What, I can't have my coat back?
Walk yourself out, bro.
You gonna get my coat?
Bro.
Get my damn coat, man. The thing's flopping in the damn wind.
You know what, sir?
I'm going down the road.
This customer is probably the funniest yet. She came in wearing the merchandise she was hoping to sell.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
How much would you give me for this?
How much you want?
At least 1,000.
Les's offer seemed quite little to this customer, who exclaimed greatly just to show his displeasure with the amount offered.
I can give you 100.
100 for this motherfucking coat? I want more than 100.
How about 100?
How can she expect him to trust her judgment on the price? She doesn't even have an inkling of what the coat is really made of.
Ma'am?
Okay, you got me up.
It's Fox.
This is a rabbit, a bird, whatever the I want it to be.
They decided to just troll her as hard as they can because they could.
You gonna give her more than $100 on that?
I'm gonna give her more than $1.
What the $1? Hell. Who the is he?
He's my fur expert.
The lady refused to take this blatant rejection well, so she protested against it, causing a scene in the process.
You my security too?
There you go.
Oh! Y'all motherfuckers don't know who y'all went up in here.
Bobby J had to attend to these customers who were in the market for a ring.
I'm gonna pose my boyfriend. Tomorrow's our 6th anniversary, 6 years anniversary.
Really?
Yes.
With jokes being thrown around and the likes, you'd have thought things might just end differently from the others this time.
Okay, so what size, do you know the size that he is, or ring-wise?
I thought you was talking about that size. I was like, that is